Recording in progress.
Recording in progress. And welcome back to the winter, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlethems. So, everybody, what the hell happened last time?
Hang on.
Stuff and things. We ignored a plot line.
We ignored several plot lines, I'm pretty sure.
Just like ignored a side quest out of sheer meh.
Just no, we're good. No, that's okay. We got to see. Let's see. Was it the first thing we did? It might have been the first thing we did, or it was the main thing we did. We got to see Mac's wrestling system, which was dope as fuck. Did I send
you guys the
no.
Damn it, I didn't. All right. Well, looks like I gotta post that.
That's gonna actually just be end game. We just all become wrestlers by the end of this. That's actually Mac's end game. No more class system. All wrestlers.
Belle will be a character from Nacho Libre, and that is all.
I will want to be a character from El Tigre.
Oh my god. All right. Well, yeah. Yvain had her first match in quite a few years, and it went very well. She picked up a win, which always, is a great thing to do.
Basically, without getting hit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unscathed.
Picked up a very, very, what's the word?
Clean win.
Pretty much, very clean victory. There we go. And also I am going to be dropping the rule set in the updates page.
Cool. I wrote down Marco wants to fuck, followed immediately by creepy lady in a cave.
Oh, we also ignored that.
Yeah,
you guys anonymous.
You guys found a tomb in a cave and found a elven warrior singing in there and scared the ever-living hell out of her.
You know what? She killed my cat. She can go fucking die.
It's fine. Catbird.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Catbird.
What is? I can never remember her name. You're
Ellie.
Ellie, yes. Unfortunately, Ellie did perish. But you're working on getting her back.
Ellie.
You guys.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
We went hunting.
You went hunting. You found a scroll in a tree, convinced that it was a spell scroll. Pulled it out, only to find that it was a previous
the Stuttgarten Charter of Rights and Freedoms.
Yeah, there we go. That's what it was. The Stuttgarten Charter of Rights and
magic,
Freedoms.
we came out with the American Revolution.
Pretty much.
Hell yeah, brother.
And finally, you arrived on the outskirts of Iman, the capital city of Taldore, where you were immediately stopped. And interviewed by the city arms, because Scylla resembled a wanted poster that they had.
Scylla fit a profile.
Yep. They described a white woman, and they were like, "Here's another white woman."
Listen, man.
I guess it'll have to do.
Listen.
We all look the same.
They did their due diligence, saw that you were no threat or anything, and let you pass. And that
I don't think that's entirely true. But
well, discovered that you were not the person they were looking for.
Not that current threat.
Yeah, and let you move on. So, and that is where we pick up currently. And allow me to, if everyone can direct yourselves over to the Taldore. To the Roll20 thing. Oh yeah, this was where you guys were supposed to be started off on this page.
Yeah.
Yeah. But right now we are moving here to the city of Iman. So if you guys would direct yourselves to this area here, Also, on the left-hand side of the map, you see I have written out in 4 different colors, party, and then each of your 3 names. If we are going to track your movements all across the city, and
Nice.
so
like
red will be the
Scotland
party
Yard.
line, and then if you split up, we have lines for each of your characters.
Nice.
We should definitely split up. I'm sure
Fucking
nothing bad would happen
instantly.
ever.
Okay.
Nothing
So
bad ever.
you are
happened.
currently on the western outskirts, outside of the wall that encircles 3 sides of the city. Just outside, Yvain and Bell, you would both know that just beyond these gates is Abadar's Promenade, where is basically the shopping district of Iman.
Yeah.
And you're kind of, you know, explaining this all to Scylla as you guys pull up. You know, Scylla's the one out of town.
Oh, I'm not from this continent. Thank you.
Yeah. Because Scylla, if I'm not mistaken, you like sailed in at Stilben, correct?
I think so. It definitely
Yeah.
wasn't Amon.
Yeah, you sailed in at Stilben.
Not.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So, yeah, you are currently in this sort of like outer square. For a sort of like rehash on the city of Amman. Before you is a immense city, one of the largest that any of you have ever seen. Scylla, it's only really comparable to Zadash at this point. It's like, and Zadash, it's about on par with Zadash. Zadash might be a little bigger.
It's not that cool.
But it is a enormous city. Currently, I'm trying to.
Am I the only one that always forgets there's fucking rivers in the middle of Amman?
Yeah, right. Same.
100%. I don't ever remember that.
Yeah, when I was researching, I was like, oh, canals. Okay.
Like, yeah, makes perfect sense. I have known that before, but fucking what?
You guys passed by on the like sort of on your right side was a very large sort of like rift and crack. It looked like just a giant crevice in the land. Surrounding it seemed to be like a large encampment and almost kind of like a fortress sort of thing, but not like a full fortress, but like a fort, I should say, a fort. But yeah, the city of Amman, beautiful, large, the biggest melting pot in in the continent of Taldore. All people from all walks of life, of all races and creeds and religions, walk these streets. Yvain, you have a storied history in this city. It is a lot of emotions coming back to you. It's been a long time since you've been back here. Belle, you've been here once, maybe twice. I don't know. You drank a lot. You made a couple of friends, played a couple of pubs. This was way back in your performing days. Way back.
Whereabouts would you maybe venture to guess those would be? In the promenade?
Mostly in the promenade, the central district, and a couple in the erudite quarter when you did college shows.
Cool. Sounds good.
So an update on the city for people who are like maybe just familiar with it from the Critical Role side and what we saw in campaign 1. The city is rebuilt after the Chroma Conclave's attack, mostly to its former glory. In fact, almost a little bit better, with the help of the mercenary mages of the oh shit.
Mercenary Mages of the Oh shit. Damn.
It's a good name. The Momos.
Hardy.
We're so fun, Mac.
We're comedians.
We're so funny.
Yeah.
We should start up a YouTube channel or something.
For sure. Also, Erica, I love your moth.
Oh, thank you.
It's amazing.
If that actually landed on me in real life, I would freak the fuck out. But for now, it's cool.
The
made
League
of wood.
of Supervillains.
I'm so scared of bugs. I would freak out.
Okay, the League of Miracles. truly helped Iman rise back to its former glory, rebuilding, building efforts that would have taken years and going back down to mere weeks and months. Within 2 to 3 years of the Chroma Conclave's defeat, Iman and much of the rest of Tal'Dorei was back to where it became, but this came at a heavy price to the government of Tal'Dorei, which was at that time in a bit of a hectic position. The council now rules over not just all of Tal'Dorei, but Iman and its daily goings on as well. They currently reside, all of the members of the council that currently do reside in the town reside in the Cloud Watch Palace in the Cloud Top District. Much of the slums on the outer district, on the outside of the walls, have now been renamed and sort of what's the word? Revitalized in a way. There's now thriving communities in what used to be just ghettos and slums. There are the Southgate farms to the south, where it is packed with mainly farm workers and other salesmen and people of daily work, of hard labor trade. Then up to the northern side is the Outwall District, which has become a very trendy place to live recently, and the locals are getting very kind of about a bunch of Central District kids with money to burn coming in.
Fantasy gentrification.
It is literally in the book. It is literally in the book that gentrification is happening in the Outwall District.
Can't avoid it. It's inevitable.
Yep. The shoreline farms are revitalized as well, which gives Iman quite a bit of produce in times when they can't import from anywhere else. And the cemetery district has grown as well. But other communities are starting to pop up in places on the outskirts of the wall. It's sort of, the Outwall District is expanding wider and wider almost every day, with new homes being built, new streets being paved, and most of it done not by the city itself, but by the local township. The Outwall almost kind of serves as its own sort of microcosm of Iman's culture and workings. It doesn't have its own council, its own guard or anything, but it definitely has its own hierarchy. You guys are currently in the center of one of those little outlying districts outside of the wall. You're in a sort of town square on this western side, and ahead of you are the western gates to the city, the large walls towering up above you. You see guardsmen patrolling along the wall every now and then. You see people bustling back and forth. It's around I'd say it's about mid-afternoon at this point in the day. It is a cool, blustery day, overcast, but the sun is still shining bits through the clouds. No rain as of yet, but the mud is still kind of caked on the road from the previous day's rain. It is officially moving into winter at this point, but luckily they don't get much snow here in Iman. So you guys are on your cart in the middle, pulled off sort of on the side of the road in this sort of central square. The city walls in front of you. What would you guys like to do? Town of Iman is yours. City of Iman.
We need to find somewhere to stay. Somewhere with kind of touristy vibes. Maybe in the Laughing Lamia. Somewhere with lots of people.
Lots of people?
Yeah.
A lot of people?
Who come in and out.
Because we're trying to lay low, or because we're trying to find somebody who's traveling through?
As we're trying to lay low, we're trying to blend in.
You know of your 4 favorite places, or sorry, your 3 favorite places, Yvain. You know the Laughing Lamia, just the main one, as well as the Keen Shield Tavern and the Rough Nut Pub. Keen Shield is in the military district. It's a it's like a cop bar kind of thing, but it's like it's quiet. It's not that rowdy, and it's just a spot to have a drink. And there are some rooms there, but it's not going to be kind of what you were looking for. What you were looking for is definitely at the Laughing Lamia. There is another bar, another tavern that you could stay at if you were so inclined. No,
She's not.
Okay.
She's not inclined.
Okay. Belle, you know so many back alley bars around the Abadar's Promenade in the Central District. Like, just you could name at least 20. I'm sure.
So, I mean, there are options for that. How skeezy are we trying to go here?
We don't have to necessarily go skeezy. It just has to be a place where lots of tourists would be, lots of people coming in and out. People like who look like me would not, like nobody would bat an eye that I was there.
They also wouldn't recognize your face.
Yes.
Okay, so we're probably going somewhere on my list then and not yours, I'm guessing.
I mean, people would only really know me if they looked very closely. I wore a
Listen,
mask.
I don't mind going to anywhere that you want to go. But if we're trying to lay low, we're probably going to have to pay to stay.
Well, yeah.
Great. Yep, sounds good. So how far into town is that the giggly place you mentioned?
Not far. That's right over there.
You know, Belle, you know the Laughing Lamia. You tried to get gigs there that were, it was a little too mainstream for you.
Yeah, the giggly place. Yeah.
The giggly place.
I mean, fine.
Do you like want my hood or something, Yvain? I'm not like I don't know how like I know it doesn't go with your like wardrobe, but
It would also be very short.
Very small. Yeah.
I mean they could what I mean I was just accused of being
Scylla.
on the
If
run.
you tried
so
to wear my clothes, that's what we're looking at here, right? Like,
No, but
It's just to
maybe
cover the
a
head.
trip to Gilmore's might be in order.
yeah.
I don't know what that is. So
He's a magic man. Does he sell just like clothes?
He sells a lot more than clothes.
Yeah. No, well aware that he sells all kinds of crazy shit, which is why I'm asking, does he sell just clothes? It feels like a no.
No.
Do you need something other than
could we
sorry.
get something that
I
would
think I'm playing
change
catch
your
up.
appearance?
That's the question. Are we
Yeah.
looking for a hood or something like special?
Special.
Sorry, special.
Yeah, I'm looking for something to disguise myself.
So should we like go there now? Like should that be the first thing we do?
I mean, if you want to risk the cart getting stolen.
Yeah, maybe not that. Mac, what time did you say it was?
Early afternoon, I'd say around
Okay.
like maybe 1 o'clock.
Cool. So we should go find a place to like have a
Yeah,
room and
have a
all
room.
that. Okay. Do we need to know? I think it might be helpful for Scylla because I totally understand if you were to just like give us a scope of how much you don't want to be seen here. I totally get it, but I think for Scylla's benefit, it might be useful just to like give a quick
It's for
rundown.
me. It's just for me.
Just for Scylla.
I don't think there's anyone here that would see me. But I just want to be careful.
Like you stay in the room and we go do the thing, kind
No.
Or
of.
like you hide in the
No.
cart when we like go book the room so people don't see it's you, and then we go find you this magic disguise thingy, and then we come back to it and we're like, hey, this
We
is our
can be
friend.
you can be very elaborate.
I really don't think it's
We
gonna
could
be
create a fake identity for you. Fake your own death.
A whole story.
Exactly.
The closer I get to the central district, the more I have to worry. Right now, it's not that big of a deal. This is for later.
Oh, great. Sounds good. Well, I can't drive this fucking cart. Somebody else drive it.
All right, let's go.
All right. So, you head in through the through the main gate, or up to the western gate, I should say. Eastern gate.
Oh yeah, the western gate, I guess, would be the docks.
Yeah, probably.
That's okay.
We swim in.
You do get stopped again at the gate just for the guard to just like look in the back of your cart. They see there's nothing going on, and they let you on through. So, are you going? So yeah, what destination? What is the current destination right now? The Laughing Lamia?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to get a room first.
Room
Mhm.
first.
The giggle pit.
Okay. Into the giggle pit. So yeah, you head in through the gate, and Scylla, your first sight of Amon is through the open gates are immediately on either side two small parks, two small, seemingly like a couple of trees, some benches, and like what looks to be like an area for like maybe some pets and kids to play. And then on the other side is a fountain. But then as you move forward, you see a thronging city opening up before you. You are currently on an elevated platform with buildings and trees and streets and alleyways that snake off into each other. Below you, you hear thrumming, the sound of what sounds like running water, and you look over and you see that flowing beneath this huge elevated platform where all of these houses and everything is a large canal that is flowing beneath this sort of bridged area here. And you can all see boats passing through, a couple of like gondolas pushing their way, as well as some cargo stuff. But you push forward even further down the main road. Yvain, how are you? How are you keeping? Are you looking around? Are you like staying in the back of the cart? You keeping your head down?
Just stand in the back.
Okay. So Belle and Scylla, you're sitting up front. Belle, what are you doing? Are you just sitting up front, or are you in the back with Yvain?
No, I'll be up front. I don't
Okay.
ride up front all that much, but I will be talking Scylla's ear off the entire time, pointing at the aggressive tour guide, like everything we pass. It's like, oh yeah, and over there, well, that's a really good place to go get a sandwich if you're tired and hungover. However, over there's a really good place to go get a sandwich if you are not hungover but still tired. Just like the entire way through.
Yeah.
Do the sandwiches give you energy?
From what I understand about food is energy.
So
you
Abadar's-
understand that, but not an arcane focus. Okay, I get it.
All I understand is that when I eat, I feel better.
Scylla, from what you understand from Belbin's rattlings, you can probably get anything you want in Abadar's Promenade somewhere. There is some shop that'll sell it, or some version of it. But you progress further and further down the main road until you reach another small canal. This one, another sort of canal. This one much smaller, and you take a right at the going along the side of the road, and you come up on a huge 4-story building. It takes up an entire corner of a block. It is enormous. There are large swinging doors on the front, and outside is a large gilded sign above it saying the Laughing Lamia Inn. There are already people just kind of like, walking in and out, sitting on the outsides. A couple of beggars are sitting with, cups and hats out front. There is a young man seemingly plucking at a mandolin as well, sort of like providing just, some street music. But it's a bustling city day here in Amman at the Laughing Lamia.
So we're staying. Is it like Holiday Inn vibes or like DoubleTree? Like, is that which level? Is like
La Quinta.
It is. Oh man,
Motel 6? Like,
It
Motel
is.
6, Hilton.
Think think like the Hilton mixed with a very like, god damn, like a medieval times. Like
So like any Hilton in like the Lower East Side. Got it.
wouldn't
Sure,
know.
Alex.
Sure, Alex. Yeah, wouldn't know.
Listen, they're scary down there. And they're
But yeah,
still
it's
$400 a night.
when you head in, there is a large, very comfortable home. It is a very nice combination of lavish and homey at the same time. It's very comfortable and plush and just warm and welcoming. There are dozens of tables all scattered around this large room with a very high ceiling. There are a couple of levels that go up as well in this single like large room. There is a very large bar that goes end to end on the far end of the room, with several bartenders going back and forth. There are waiters and waitresses going in and out, snaking between the tables, scooping up drinks and laying down food here as they go. But yeah, Yvain, were you coming with them, or are you staying in the cart?
She's gonna watch the cart while
Okay.
they go in, check
So-
in, and then
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yvain's watching the cart. Belle, Scylla, you have stepped in. Belle, you feel very small, as you always do. Scylla, loud.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Scylla.
Yeah, think a medieval mall almost, but with it's just for food.
So much stimulation.
Yeah.
Scylla, how much subterfuge are we going for here? So like just walk in and get a
think we
room thing,
can-
or are we like
I think we can just get the room.
are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
We just don't put it under her name. I think that's all. They don't know.
Whose name do
We'll
we
put it under mine. They don't fucking know me. I'm not from this continent.
Okay.
Although apparently I could be a wanted fugitive.
Yeah, I was gonna say
But-
you gotta stop my guards out there. Like, but yeah, sounds good. That means you have to talk to the people probably.
Oh boy. Okay.
Like that's fine. I'm happy to do it if you want me to, but
I'll do it. And I
Okay.
feel like she takes a really deep breath, and then like Wednesday Addams smiles, like just like the most uncomfortable smile ever. Just like trying to be a people pleaser.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you just walking up to the bar?
desk. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the bar seems to be like the main area. There is one. So as you snake your way through the tables, Belle, are you going with her?
uh-huh.
Okay. As you snake your way through the tables, you see clear the bar itself is split in the middle. It's basically two separate bars, and in the center, sitting in what seems to be like a sort of elevated desk that looks over the entire bar room and also the spots above, and also looks over both bars. Sitting at an elevated desk is a plump, stout human woman, red hair. She is got glasses on the end of her nose, a large book in front of her, and is currently calling down orders to a couple of waiters as you approach. But it seems like she is the person that would you see a small placard on the desk on the front of her desk, her elevated desk, that says check in and check out. And she calls down, and don't forget the mutton on the side there. It's very important. Sorry. So, right. Who are you then?
Hi. My name is Scylla. We're looking to get the room.
Oh, right. She turns a couple of pages, pulls out a quill, and marks down. Just a single room.
It's going to be 3 of us, so whatever you feel is best.
Well, I have. Let me see here. Well, I've got 3 rooms. They're not next to each other. If you'd like 3 separate.
Do you have just like one big one?
Oh, I do. I do have a single 2-bedroom room.
Sure. We're okay with cuddling.
All right. And how long will you be staying here?
Belvin, how long can we stay here?
We miffed her accent.
Can we prepay for 3 days and then give you more if we decide that we're staying longer than that?
Resetting her accent. Sorry, you said 3
3 days
days
up front, and should we come to that third day and continue to wish to stay in your lovely establishment, continue to pay you 4 more time.
3 days up front for 3 people in a single room. Let me see. Okay, that is going to run you 22 gold pieces for the 3 days. Sorry, 21 gold pieces for the 3 days. Do you have any horses, a cart, anything to tie up?
We have a cart and 2 horses? Yes.
Right, so that'll be an extra 5 gold per day. That's gonna be 21 plus 15. It's gonna be 36 gold total for the first 3 days.
Already on the counter.
Right, yeah. Thank you so much. And she passes. She kind of like tosses down a room key to you. There you are. That is going to be the first floor up, and the room is should be down the hall on to your left. Second
Where
floor.
should we?
Sorry, second floor is more rooms. Fourth floor is a brothel. You were saying this.
Where do we bring? Sorry, the brothel really threw me off. Where do we bring the horses?
Oh, I'll send someone out. Is your horse out front?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, the cart. Sorry. She snaps and somebody like appears apparently like almost out of nowhere. Like you just blink and someone's there. Yes, miss. Go get there's a horse and cart out front. Is there someone staying there? Is there someone there that can receive?
Yes.
Yes, she's gigantic.
Okay. Large woman out front has a horse and cart that is to be stabled for the next 3 days. Right, miss. And he runs off. Yvain, you see a young man, pockmarked face, red hair, come out and say, "Hi, I'm here to stable the horse.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So make sure you got your belongings and everything you need out of it."
Sure. If there's anything extra, she'll take it, shove it in the bag of holding, blankets,
All right,
all
cool.
that stuff.
Cool.
Our
So
cuddle
yeah,
puddle.
he goes and stables the horses. You guys have your room, and are you meeting up inside or now?
Yeah, I'll
Would
go
you?
inside.
All right. So drinks, anything to eat?
Yes.
Right.
Always for him.
Direct your order to Sheila over here, and
Sheila.
hey, you see a bartender just go, yes.
Customer service. I feel
We
that.
would like one of each.
One of each. Drinks or to eat?
Yes.
Right.
Please,
One
thank
moment
you.
while I calculate the bill.
Sure thing.
I think having money has gone to your head, Belle.
Here's the thing, Belle doesn't have money ever. Just keeps giving it away.
It's a theme for this group.
So that would be 375 gold pieces.
And what all comes with that in particular?
She
Elvin.
lists off about 20 different shots, a couple of cocktails, several types of beers. You get a stein each. You also get several different plates of food, every one of the appetizers, all of the soups, the fish, the meat, the chicken, the beef, the pork, and as well as every dessert.
Belvin, this is too early to
No,
start
no.
drinking.
I'm so sorry. Sheila, was it?
Yes.
Let's just do 3 ales, and then we'll decide on an entree. I'm sorry.
Right. 3 ales coming up. Okay. You guys have your drinks. You guys get some food. What's the plan from here?
Yeah, I need to go to Gilmore's just to see if they have something for me.
I'd also like to go to Gilmore's.
I'm very curious about the Magic Man.
So, game plan here, because we often do this where we just like end up with our thumbs up our asses, not knowing what to do next.
Mm-hmm.
Step one, Gilmore's. We got that one down pat. The fuck do we do after that?
You are on a time crunch, no?
I need to go talk to.
So currently, you have 3 days until the next ECW event that has been advertised. You don't know when the next one after that is, but it's supposed to be in 3 days.
3
And
days.
we're
till the
trying to get
match.
to him before that or at that.
Before, preferably. If I have to do it at that, then we'll find a way to get to him at it. But
That would be very dramatic.
oh, I know.
Hmm.
No, I need to go talk to a friend, Lisette. She was the one who contacted me about Theo, and I owe her a visit. I owe her a lot, like my life, honestly, and maybe the life of my cousin. So.
And now the ultimate question: do you want Belle and me there with you?
That's a good one.
You know, she I don't think she would mind if we met her out in the open, but I don't think she would take kindly to strangers at her place.
I can stand inside and point in the general direction of where she lives and whisper a message into her ear.
That
That's
sounds
about
even
all I
more.
can offer.
That sounds even more intrusive. I'm not going to lie
Honestly,
about.
that would probably freak her out a lot. But if you said who it was, then she would know. She would still be on edge.
I'd probably just yell something to the effect of, "Hey, it's us, we're outside," and just entirely forget that, like, this woman doesn't know me.
I mean, we could always, if there's something you want us to accomplish that does not involve dredging up a traumatic backstory, then we could go do that. Multitasking.
Like, I could teach Scylla how to skip rocks.
Skilla.
Scylla. Scylla.
Scylla's gonna learn a Skilla.
Do you think I don't know how to skip rocks?
No, I'm sure you know how to skip rocks very
I
well.
grew
But
up
it's
on
just,
the coast.
it's literally just something else that we could do. I grew up on a lake. Like, there's
That's true, we
water,
could have a
there's rocks. We just chuck
competition.
shit.
We could put money on it.
You could
We
also
could-
go to the temple district and maybe ask around about your crazy ass magic powers.
Hey, there's a thought too. But
Good
yep.
too. Or we can go
I
to a
mean-
library. That would be interesting.
Hmm,
Look up some things.
why would we do that?
I mean, I would like you to meet Lisette. She's going to be pretty important.
It kind of sounds like she's going to stab us, though, if we just show up. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting right now.
See, the vibe I'm getting is more that she will break us over her knee. Stab feels more like a
It's just
gladiatorial
that
thing
not-
as opposed to like what we saw Yvain do yesterday thing.
No,
Mhm.
it's just that not many people know where
Week
she
ago, week ago.
lives, and she likes to keep it that way. She's in a very dangerous line of business, so to speak.
I mean, then we would not want to break her trust like that.
Would it
Thank
be
you.
bad to be like, you go get her, we stay here at this lovely establishment, and then you bring her back here? Or
We
if
Yeah,
you
that's
don't wanna
kidnap
let
her.
probably the best thing to do. I could just bring her back here.
I mean, listen, there is plenty of things to do around here, looking down the bar at the line of food that somebody else has. We could probably fill the time pretty well. If you just
Okay.
want to like get her and bring her after you
Yeah,
do your whole like
yeah.
reconnecting thing.
Yeah, let's do Gilmore's then. I will go get Liz. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm very nervous to see her.
Yeah, we can tell. It's very obvious.
Mhm.
Just a little
I
bit.
can tell. And that's saying something. But first, Magic Man.
Shopping!
All right,
Woo!
off. to
Where's Travis when you need him?
Gilmore's Glorious good.
Travis is glaring somewhere.
Travis just gets a nosebleed. I don't know.
Shopping
Someone's
episode.
Shopping.
It's happening
Someone's
somewhere.
shopping somewhere.
All right. So you actually passed it already on your way in. It's one of the first.
Glorious goods.
Actually, you didn't see it, but you did pass it. So you head out now on foot and make your way back, making your way back through almost pretty much back all the way to the gate to that first intersection that you passed through. And now you take a right down this street, and on your left,
On your
over
left.
here, right here, on your left, you see.
Número 14.
You see the broad single-story facade of Gilmore's glorious goods, which belies the extravagance of its interior. It is a single-story. It looks like a single-story building with a small marquee out front of purple and gold that is emblazoned with a sign that says Gilmore's glorious goods. As you enter, however, you see another 4-story building. This first room, just a tower that stretches high, obviously far more than 4 stories. But as you go on, you see there are 3 additional levels that go up in like floors and such. But you see all manner of items. You see, weapons. You see armor. You see potions, scrolls, books, different, items of clothing. You see, you see bargain bins. You see a couple of
Bargain bins.
You see
What's on clearance?
You see a couple of individuals in purple robes walking to and fro among the shelves and the tables, talking with customers, and you see several other what definitely look to be adventuring types, individuals kind of like browsing the shelves and stores here. So as you walk in, you see a front desk with a young woman, or around middle age, I should say, a middle-aged woman, human, kind of looks to be graying red hair, and glasses that are sort of like falling down the end of her nose, and she pushes them up as she looks in, and she says, "Oh, hello. Welcome to Gilmore's Glorious Goods. My name is Sherry. If you need anything, just let one of us know, and we'll be able to help you out. If you would like an attendant to shop with you, just let me know now, and I can have one summoned for you. Would you like an attendant to shop with you?"
I'm looking for something specific.
All right, just one moment, please. And she rings a little bell, and one of the attendants in purple robes walks up, and it is a dark-skinned young man, long, dark dreadlocked hair tied back in a ponytail, and he says, "Oh, hello, I am Marcus. Well, what can I do for you?"
Hey, Marcus. Do you have something that can make me look like someone else
I think we
for like an
might.
extended period of time?
Okay. You looking for an item of disguise? Are you looking for a scroll, one-time use, or something a little more like?
Is there something that like I could wear?
I think I might. Give me. Come on this way. And he leads you down a couple of down to a stairwell, up a flight of stairs, and on the second floor you see it is entirely clothing here. Just coats, capes, shoes, hats, gloves, bracers, a couple of all sorts of stuff. And he kind of goes through, looks at what looks to be a book, a tome that's on the wall, and he unlocks a key. He unlocks it. It's a locked book, and he kind of flips through some pages, looks through. Okay, I think I have. Let me see. Where is it?
Hey, but that answers your question, Belle. They do have clothes.
Yeah, they sure do.
Do you two want to find something cool?
I mean, almost definitely, but we're gonna finish out what this lovely man here is helping you with first.
We're here for you, and then we go run amok.
Got it. And he comes back holding what looks to be a fine leather newsboy cap. It's made of fine leather. It's like a chappy cap. And he says, this is a hat of disguise. Let me see. You while wearing this hat, you can use about 6 seconds of your time to cast a disguise self spell, and it lasts as long as it's on.
Fantastic. How much would that run me?
This would run you 5,000 gold pieces.
What if we also bought other things?
There is a discount for buying up to. There is a discount, but you have to first pay. You have to first purchase 25,000 worth of items before you get the discount. So.
Would you be willing for a trade?
Sorry,
of a different magic item?
Sorry, 25,000. A trade of a different magic item?
Yeah, what if I had something of great value that might take something off the price?
Like a really cool staff.
Or a horn that makes things explode.
That would something I'd have to check with Sherry about, but I am not going to rule it out. It's been done before.
It's a really cool staff.
It would probably have to be something that we either don't have or we have in very light stock. So let me go check with Sherry real quick. And he runs off.
Sherry seems like a reasonable person.
There's a lot of money. Yeah,
so much money, so much more than I have. Sherry seems like a reasonable
But I mean,
person, though.
we've
People
been
could probably
carrying
pay her-
around. Yeah,
people
we've
could
been
probably
carrying
pay her
around
for
this
things in,
stick
like-
for a while.
Yeah, that's right. We have been carrying around.
And we have not used it once.
that is true.
Literally once.
That is
As
very
much as
true.
I would love to terrify the skies, I am already attuned to a staff. I don't need another one.
That's fair. Sherry seems reasonable though. Like you could probably pay for something, at least get a discount for like a song or something like that.
A song?
Maybe.
Well,
Maybe we
or
should go
something
get
like that.
wax. Maybe they would help.
Almost definitely.
So he comes back and says, "Okay, so come along with me, and we can present the items to Sherry. She'll do her thing, and she'll see how much she can offer you." So you guys head in to Sherry. She kind of is cleared a spot on her desk, and so and has her glasses kind of taken off now, and they're hanging around her neck. So you guys say you have some trade potential?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what you got.
Who has the sky sail? I don't know who has
It's
it.
not me.
Oh, sure. I'll pull out the sky sail and the horn of blasting.
Okay. So let me see.
Is there anything else we had?
Right.
I cannot remember. I have some manacles, some scary manacles. In my bag.
The really cool scythe.
Go check my inventory.
Right.
Well, you're
real
using the scythe, aren't
so
you?
is-
Yeah. I
Is
am
that
right
all,
now.
or are
Yeah.
there more items?
I feel like
Start
we
with
should
that.
keep the scythe. The
Yeah,
scythe's
let's-
pretty fucking dope.
I'm gonna keep the scythe.
Just to see what the trade-in value on these two things are.
GameStop, $20.
$8.
Okay. Just these two? All right. So, all right. Okay. Horn of and she pulls out a what looks to be like a gem, like a
jeweler's monocle.
Yeah, jeweler's monocle. Thank you. She pulls out a jeweler's monocle and looks at the horn through it. Ah, horn of blasting. Interesting. Okay.
Fucking Sherry.
We have not had this in stock for quite a while. We could definitely take this. This would knock off, I'd say, and she flips through her notebook and kind of sketches a couple of quick calculations on a piece of parchment. I'd say I could knock off 300 gold for this. If we sell it at a markup of we sell it at a market of 450. So to make a profit. And let me see. And you said this as well, the sky sail.
Yes.
So she looks at that. Oh. Huh. She flips it over and kind of like looks at the bottom. Ooh, a shari make. Interesting. We don't have a lot of Ashari artifacts. Huh. Well, for a hold on one second. And she rings the bell and calls out,
That's me.
Cassandra. And you see a young woman. You notice that all of these attendants are pretty young people, like late teens, early 20s, mostly like I'd say mid 20s is probably the oldest one. So like you notice like this is probably like a high school college job that that a lot of magic students have, try to get, a couple of credits maybe. But you see a young woman, blonde, like strawberry blonde hair, kind of bounce her way over here, and she says, yes, how can I help? And she said, Cassandra, is this a genuine Ashari? And Cassandra kind of takes the sky sail and gives it a twirl, like just kind of like twirls it, spins it, and just expertly immediately just shoots it out. She hops on it and just kind of zooms around the room, does a couple of like spins, and then does a backflip, lands and catches the sky sail, spins it, and that's genuine Ashari, all right. I haven't flown like that since I was back home. Thank you. And she tosses it back to Sherry, who the entire time has been just eyes the size of dinner plates. Just thank you, Cassandra. Right. For genuine Ashari, I could probably knock off 2,000.
They're at 2,400 discount. That's good. I've got 2,000 I can put down.
Which way do I
have? Should have looked at that. Okay.
So currently we're at 2,200 off.
Mm-hmm.
2,800 is your total currently.
So you
ad
think,
Mm-hmm.
how bad do you need this?
I mean, it would make my life exponentially easier, but I can live without it.
I mean, we can put down the rest of it after trading those things in, if you need it. But it sounds like you might be emptying yourself.
I would be, yeah, but I've been empty before, and I'll probably be empty again.
That's
a badass
valid.
line. That's a badass line.
And I'll be empty again.
So we've got a current discount of 22. All right.
Current total is 2,800.
Sherry, are you an acting manager type here? Is that
Yes, and yes, that would be my a assumption of my roles.
right? So if I were to say be looking for the we'll call it top dog in the chain here.
You're looking for
who would I need
Gilmore?
to talk to?
Yes.
Sorry, I really thought Gilmore was dead already. So like,
No.
oh, I mean, I heard he went to Whitestone, protected the city, and died valiantly. You know, like helping.
No.
No, okay.
No, hardly. Gilmore is still alive and kicking, mostly my ass. But
I mean, fair enough.
unfortunately, he is not in today.
Right. Will he be in anytime in the next 2 or 3 days?
Gilmore keeps his own schedule.
Fair enough.
Mm.
If we were to have an interesting problem that he could honestly just have fun with, probably, because that's what everybody else seems to be doing thus far. We'll call it a problem that no holy person has been able to figure out. Would that be of any interest to him?
You see, Sherry did not react the way Matt did. Sherry just kind of like her face kind of drains and droops and just kind of like.
What about 2 such problems?
Alternatively, I am happy to have you take a look at all of that if you prefer.
Is this a physical malady?
It's a magical malady.
Oh boy.
Both of those statements are kind of correct.
A counter offer. Do you need anything? Do you have anything that needs doing? Any sort of errands or jobs that maybe we can negotiate?
We are a bit past those days as a business.
All right.
How much would a potion of superior healing take off the price?
How much would an
We are
insane
not
problem
in the.
make gods?
We currently have quite a few potions of superior healing.
Oh,
Thank you.
Fair enough.
Zilla, should I give up the really cool scythe and just keep using my battle axe?
No, it's really cool.
I know,
You looked
but-
really scary when you used it. It was awesome. It
Horrifying
makes
even.
me seem less scary by comparison.
That is accurate.
It's good for both of us.
To be clear, though, it more brings you to Scylla's level. It doesn't like reduce Scylla's level. It's still equally horrifying. It's just the focus is now split instead of all in the one direction.
I can be scary again if this really.
Or we go find something to do to make us some money and then we come back.
I mean, we can help you buy it. I don't. You know how I feel about money.
You see Sherry kind of come back up from her book where she apparently was like had her face plant. I have sent Gilmore a message.
Oh, thank you.
He will be in town tomorrow.
Lovely.
Thank you.
That sounds fantastic. Thank you very much. I did not realize it was going to be quite such a ordeal.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'm so glad it's fine. So Yvain, are we holding on the hat thing for the time being, or
Yes.
okay?
Can we go look at cloaks before we leave?
What other cool shits here? Yeah.
We can look at it later.
I have found myself getting
I'm
punched
gonna-
in the face a lot here.
So you guys are able to browse, and
Browse.
I'll drop that in the
browse,
in the
browse.
Zoom chat. There you go.
Oh. Duh.
Are you able to see the shop?
Yep.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Yep.
So if you click on any item, it'll take you to a D&D Beyond sheet on it.
Tight.
Leaving Zoom. Let me leave Zoom. Oh, that's expensive.
You can also click item. You can click type, sanity, category, rarity, or price, and it'll organize all of the items by that.
Oh,
So if you want to look at,
amazing.
I love this site so much. If
Let's
any of
go.
you DMs are not using this, what are you doing?
Rolling like a fucking chump. God damn.
You can also adjust a markup as well if your characters have like a discount or a non-discount.
Amazing.
Dang, I really wanted a cloak of protection. It's not here.
Well, hold on.
Hold up there.
You can ask someone, see if they have it in the back.
I will ask.
Okay. You go up and ask, ask Marcus, and he says, "You didn't see it on the rack?"
Unfortunately, no. There was like a lot of cloaks, but none of them were like,
Gotcha. Give me a second. Let me check in the back. We might have just not restocked it yet, because I'm pretty sure we had those. He comes back in about a minute and a half with a cloak.
Well, that was easy.
So if you reload, there should be a cloak protection there.
But how much does it cost?
That's the great question.
So much money. So much money.
3,500.
Dang. I hate when you look up stuff sometimes and it's like, oh, it could be this much, or it could be this much, and it's always the second. It's always the second option.
No, 5e always gives you like a range, and uncommon items are like 500 to 5,000 gold pieces. And you're like, that doesn't help me in this.
It's so
in this
unhelpful.
case.
Hey, I threw a calculation on there.
No, this is great. This gives you an actual number. Like,
Yeah.
guys, I have like no money. So
So look, do you? I can chip in for a cloak for you.
No, it's so expensive. Oh, Javelin of Lightning. I had one of those in my other game, and I really fucked some shit up. All right, I'll keep it. I will keep it in mind in case we like, I don't know, find another chest full of so much gold.
I mean, we're going to be here tomorrow. So like,
maybe he'll like be like, "Wow, your hands are so weird and fucked up. Here's something to help protect you."
That adamantine armor, though.
I mean, I'm mostly coming back so that he can poke at my body. So
he can poke at my body too. He can do it at the same time.
I mean, assuming he still has two hands. I thought he was dead, so it could be entirely that he like
There you go.
lost one.
Adamantium is very cool, I will say.
Shiny as shit.
Are you looking at the chain shirt or the plate?
I was looking at the chain shirt, but
13 plus dex is what I'm rocking. So you should come and join me in the nice AC department.
my
Listen,
AC is
I don't need
already
your
13.
shit. Okay.
It would just be 14. It would just be a +1.
That's one more. I'm looking
what's your
for
dex?
$3,000 cloak to get +1. My
Dalvin,
dex is
what's your
18.
dex?
Shut up. It's 14, but my AC is 12 because I wear a coat.
My AC is 18.
I'm not proficient in any armor.
I don't.
I can't wear armor.
Oh.
Armor doesn't agree with magic.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of clothes here.
Yeah, I can't afford any of those. Are you kidding me? I give
How
all
much
my
money
money
do you
away.
have, Bill?
I just dropped below 1,000 when I paid for the room. So like I do have
Okay.
money, but I don't have like
You have money.
a lot of money. I'm worried that Gilmore is going to charge me is really what it comes down to. So I'm trying to hang on to some cash for now. I mean, if I was super famous, I'd probably charge
There are
people
some
like
there are some scrolls and potions in the
Yeah.
bargain bin that you could afford.
Oh yeah, what's in the bargain bin? Are the bargain
Mainly-
bin things in here?
Yeah.
Just at the top.
It's anything below 100.
Mm.
Except for the potion of healing. So
those are stocked on.
We
a
have
normal
so
shelf.
many of those.
Marcus, you've got like a scroll of disguise that would last me like an hour.
Scroll of disguise. Scroll of disguise. I thought I had
Roll
one.
of that guy right there.
Hold on. And he goes in the back. Comes out with a scroll.
Roll of disguise. That's not bad.
Scroll of disguise self.
Self.
This should do you for a little while. We've actually got 3 of them back there. And 120 gold each.
Oh, that's not so bad.
So total of 680.
Hmm.
Sorry, 380.
Yeah, I'll
was-
take him.
Thought it was 200. Dyslexia. 380. Okay, 380 gold, please.
Did you say 120 each?
Yes.
360.
Right. 360 gold. Wait. Dyslexia, dyscalculia, I have it
That's
all. I'm
fine.
sorry, guys.
It's fine. You said 600. I was like, what the fuck just happened? What
What
planet am I on?
upcharge on
are
these
we
things.
What planet am I on now?
No, I thought he was like fucking with her to see if she would pay 600 gold. Oh,
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he
was
seems
totally
on
what he
the
was
level.
doing.
I don't appreciate your markups, sir.
Right. 360 gold, please.
I will hand that over. There we
And
go.
where's my 20 gold tip?
Marcus, you've been loved.
Minus 360. Okay.
I try that all the
And
time.
you
People
have
get cash back and they
3
forget their cash.
Yeah.
I accept my tip. Thank you.
You have 3 scrolls of disguise self.
I cannot wait to see how I fuck this up.
It's just you with a different
I'll be
skin
alright.
tone.
And not even like drastically different, like
It's like a
marginally.
slightly darker shade of gray.
And your hair is a little lighter.
It's
But, like,
pewter
just-
instead of like
Just
stone.
like a little. Yeah.
She knows how to think of herself as a different person. I meant like the use of the scroll itself, like when to use it.
I believe in you.
So we'll be back tomorrow, unless anybody else has something they want to buy now.
Anything else?
No.
Not presently, but again, we'll be back tomorrow, presumably with more bad decisions to be purchased.
Sounds good. See you all tomorrow then.
See you. Bye, Sherry. Thank you.
Right. All right, you guys exit Gilmore's glorious goods. Where to now?
Didn't Gilmore have like a competitor that like am I making this up? We were in another town that had a subsidiary of Gilmore's, right? And they had like a hella competitor.
Hang on.
Am I hallucinating
Oh,
this?
no, no,
I
no.
could
Da-da.
easily
I
be
remember
hallucinating
it.
this.
Dun-dun.
I remember that being a thing, but I don't remember.
I think you were in
We're in Western, right?
yeah, you were in Western and you were at Gilmore's and there was
I'm just thinking we went into the other store and be like, you know, if you really want more customers,
it
you
was
should give
that-
us
that's
this
just a
cap for
purely
less
West-
money.
I think that's a purely Western based shop.
Okay.
And they're
I was
just
trying to score you a deal. Do some manipulating.
I'm pretty sure whatever I named was just a Western-based shop that isn't trying to expand or has not expanded like Gilmore's has. Gilmore's is kind of the only franchised magic shop in the country, and there's only 2 of them.
If you're the first, you're the first. You gotta start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 2 that you know of. So where to now? What is the plan?
What is the plan? We keep
Yvain's-
talking about it and then not
Yvain's
making.
gonna go find her friend.
Yeah, I have to go find this. And then I will bring her back to the hotel.
And if she goes, no, fuck you, I don't want to go there. What's the plan then?
Well, then I will come and get you and we will go somewhere else.
I mean, that works for me.
How will we find each other once we split up?
We're going back to the place where we have a place to stay.
Are we going to the hotel or are we going to the holy people to touch you?
Oh yeah, do you want to go to the temple? We can meet you there.
Either way is fine by me.
What did the last holy person tell you? I feel like
That
they
I should
told you
go
something
find
very.
a magic man.
They're very unhelpful, people of faith.
Yeah. Well, they were like, hey, you're like, you got some divine something went and noodled around all of your buddy, and then they said you should find somebody who knows how to do magic, like the magician type, and now we're here.
I feel that. Someone told me my soul was broken. I don't know how to fix that.
Tape.
Tape.
Oh, I heard about this really great glue at one point that like you put it on and then only the most powerful magic in the universe can make it go apart. That's probably what you need right there.
Would I like drink it?
Almost definitely is what you need to do.
Oh my god, what
Chug sovereign glue.
Yo,
Chug
I
sovereign
need
glue.
to know what the ramifications are for chugging sovereign glue.
I think
Let's
you'd
ask
die.
the
Like it
internet.
would cover it would like cover up your windpipe, right? Like it would just stick there.
It has okay, so you have to remain in contact with it for a minute for it to like set.
Oh, so it can
Like-
it can get pretty far in there.
Like it would get in you.
You get really like constipated and then you die from like dysentery.
I think it would literally just form up in your stomach.
Just like as a rock.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how you eat hair apparently and it's like just sitting in your stomach. It's like that, but like we'll probably kill you. Or like the gum wad that's in all of our stomachs.
Yep.
That's not a real thing.
You sure it is?
I'm sorry. Did you ever watch Magic School Bus?
There's a wad of gum sitting in my stomach that will not disintegrate for
Ever.
years to come.
All the gum goes there. It's not all over the place. It's in that one spot, in that one ball. Anyway,
We
so
made friends.
are y'all splitting up now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, does the coat that Yvain has that she woke up on the mountain with, does that have a hood?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's
She's
more-
gonna
it's
put
like-
that
yeah.
on.
Okay.
Hoodie
All right.
coat.
Imagining like a fur hood,
Yeah.
like a rich mom's
Like the
hood.
really ostentatious one.
It's like one of
Does
those
it have the
ones with
cuffs
like the
that match?
wolf. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, bye,
So,
Yvain. Bye, large woman we don't know. We'll see you later.
so Belle and Scylla, you guys are heading back to the Laughing Lamia?
This is probably a good idea because
So is
I
there
don't
anything
know.
else you want to do? Is there anything else at all you want to do?
I mean,
We have
I-
no Yvain to babysit. We could do anything we want
that's
right now.
true. We could.
Anything.
Should we
at
like go
all.
get? Should we like go get pastries or something? I feel like that's a good
Fucking
idea. We should find
yes.
like the best
Fucking-
pastry place ever. Like
fucking
let's go get
yes.
brunch, like late brunch.
I
As
love
this
brunch at 4
conversation
p.m.
trails off into the distance as your 2 friends walk away, Yvain, you are left alone outside of Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
Mhm.
You're alone for the
Yeah.
first time in a long, long time in Iman. You're nowhere. You're nowhere near the Temple District. You're on the other side of the city, thank God.
Yeah.
But
She's still feeling like her skin is a little too tight on her bones. Like her chest is full of bees.
Well, luckily, your destination is kind of your favorite place.
Yeah.
And you know
Yeah.
someone that can control bees.
So, you steel yourself, take a deep
Mhm.
breath, square your jaw, stand up straight, and start walking.
Mhm.
You head off of the main road and kind of snake in through back alleyways and different levels and areas of Abadar's Promenade. You pass by shops, you pass by a really great bakery, and you finally end up walking down an alleyway, and an alleyway that you have that you have walked down many times. You at this point never go through the building door because you know going through it is absolute hell. There are open apartments everywhere. It's a little bit of a slum build. It's a little bit of a slummy building at this point, but still, very much homey as well. It's a very much a community place, and you just don't want to be seen. So you do what you always do and what Lisette taught you to do, and you climb up the fire escape, because this is a fire escape apartment building. It's like a medieval fire escape. It's wrought iron. It's a ladder system with platforms that go down the side of this large wooden and stone apartment building, and you climb up to the top floor, where Lisette has a very small, cozy, homey apartment, and you stand back from the window, on back against the wall, flat against the wall, and you rap 3 times on the window in the pattern that you've practiced so many times in your sleep. And you wait. And you wait. And about 5 minutes pass and no response.
Was he not in? Okay.
So you are aware of how often she's here.
Pretty rare. If she's not here, where are her usual haunts?
Well, depends on if she's not here, she's probably working. And if she's working, she's most likely staying somewhere close to her mark.
Well, I wouldn't know.
You might know some people who would, though. You've got some more friends in the city.
Yeah, I could see Giles and Matty. They wouldn't mind if I brought over strangers.
Probably not.
Okay. I'll go get Scylla and Belle.
Okay. So you slide back down the apartment stairs as you're walking down as you're walking down the fire escape. The floor below, the first flight, the floor below, a window slams open, and out pokes a gnarled, wrinkly, wizened old head, white hair in curlers, and you see an old goblin grandma just stick her head out the window and go, "What are you doing here?"
Here to see a friend.
"Ah, well, fuck off, you're bothering my nap." Slams the window. And just you continue down. So you head back through the alleyways. Are you trying to be stealthy? Are you trying to be
She's not trying to draw attention to herself. It just looks like she's just taking a walk.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So not making any stealth checks, not
No.
Okay, Cool. So, all right, you head back to the Laughing Lamia. And we are now going to rewind a little bit and pick up on that conversation walking away from Gilmore's Glorious Goods with Belbin and Scylla. What have you guys been getting up to in this time?
Anything, Scylla, anything at all. Yvain, she cannot stop us at all, as she's 30 feet behind us, 40 feet behind us, 50 feet behind us.
I mean, I feel like we could go get some pastries or something. I really feel like we could
Great idea.
benefit from going to a library, Bill. I'm not lying, unfortunately.
Sure. When you say a library,
Like
do
a
you just want
big,
like books, or
fancy
do you
one.
want like to look stuff up?
I feel like we could look stuff up.
But you told me that
So
books don't
this
help
is-
me with magic.
I'm not saying to help you with magic. I'm saying to help you figure out whatever the hell's happening to you. I'm not trying to say that like you're not the unique sunflower that is bless the world, blah 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 blah. But what I'm saying is you couldn't have been the only one this has been happening to.
I mean, first, thank you. I am a unique sunflower that has blessed this world. First,
You
and
have.
foremost.
I fully agree. I wouldn't say something as a lie.
Second, while I agree there are probably other people ever that have been, I don't know, kicked in the face by an angel or something like that. There's got to be smarter people in the world than me that can figure that shit out, because I don't know, books are hard. Like, they're fine, they're just boring.
I know they're boring, but sometimes you can be like, oh, that I really relate to that. Have you tried reading books that you like about topics you would like? Have you read like a fantasy book or something? Like a romance novel, maybe?
I'm picturing that every time there's a break in this conversation, it just flashes to them doing another thing. Like it starts off walking, it flashes to them eating brunch and
Mid-afternoon
and
brunch.
pastries. Yeah, pastries, and then like you guys are like having like a shake or something, or just drinking sodas
It's
as you guys
the-
walk. It's the
Bubba
park.
and Forrest Gump shrimp conversation, just like
exactly. The
everywhere.
conversation is happening at different points of
Yeah.
at the okay. keep
Exactly.
going.
Exactly. So, how do you think I got started telling these stories and all that shit? You
Well, I'm
understand?
assuming-
You understand,
yeah.
right? That like prior to you crazy motherfuckers entering my life, I didn't do a whole lot of interesting things.
Have you potentially thought about writing your stories down?
Considering my stories are like a month old at this point, no, I hadn't given it too much thought, because all my stories before
But
that were
you were
oh, God.
famous for telling stories. What stories were you
Other-
telling then?
other people's stories.
Okay, change the names. They're yours now.
So I know you come from like a weird commune type
plagiarism.
deal, but there's this thing that a lot of like different
It's not
artists-
plagiarism if they didn't write the stories down.
Scylla, where the fuck do you think I got them from?
Oh, you stole them from. You just said you didn't like to read books.
I
Did you
said
read the
books
books
are
to steal the
boring.
stories?
I said books are boring.
I'm learning so many things about you, Bill.
Listen, I had to get them from somewhere, and all I had in tiny bumfuck Lake Town was books to read, and so I read the books, and like it was fine because it passed the time and it told me some things that were kind of interesting. But now books are boring. When my option is to go run into a burning building, that's a bad example. I didn't actually enjoy that at all.
You shouldn't run the burning buildings now.
It was a bad time. Somebody really should have tried to stop me on that one. But
You teleported away.
whose fault is that?
Completely yours.
All that to say, we can go to a library if you want to. But I feel like we should probably go to a like central location for Yvain to find us again. When
Yes, I'm just saying in general. Obviously, we have wasted too much time eating pastries. Not that eating pastries is a waste of
I
time.
was gonna say, excuse you, but from what it sounds like, we have 3 days to find her cousin, friend, brother, whatever the hell it is. Honestly, I love
Our
Yvain so much,
problems
but I
are
keep
not.
forgetting.
Our problems are not going to kill us or family members currently. Maybe, I don't know. So I feel like she's the.
Yeah, for sure. I just mean like we've got 3 days to find this fucker. And if we can't find him in 3 days, we have to stick around to go see something that would be narratively way more satisfying than just finding him. So we've probably got some time to swing through the library that's here.
I mean, even if we don't, if we take the 3 days finding our brother, then we could do stuff afterwards. Iman's not going to like disappear.
No, but we might have to disappear from Amon based on the method to which Yvain is exiting.
That's true, but I mean, it's not like libraries don't exist elsewhere.
Actually, we passed
There's
the biggest fucking library on the continent like a week and a half ago, so we could just go back that way.
If we go to this wedding, we will be in the same place where there's another big fucking library.
Fucking wedding. Oh, we have to buy wedding clothes.
We do have to buy wedding clothes.
We have to buy fucking wedding clothes. Holy shit. Okay.
What are you
add it to the
thinking
list of
about?
things.
What, like,
Fucking.
what?
I don't even know. I just remembered.
It's going on my list. Buy wedding clothes.
I just remembered. Okay. Let's go back. I've really enjoyed eggs and potatoes and eggs and bacon and eggs and sausage and eggs and pastries. But let's go back. It sounds like a good time for like a pork chop or something like that. And then we wait for Yvain to come back.
As they're like walking back, Scylla's looking specifically for like food that remind her of home, and then being like making Belle try it. But it's like the weirdest like home delicacy. Like,
so yeah, you do see you were born and raised in Port Damali, right?
Yes.
Or, sorry, you were raised in Port Damali, right? You have no idea where you were born.
I don't know where I was born.
Yeah.
It's a great question.
Yeah. You were raised in Port Damali. So yeah, you see several dishes that you see two people with street carts that are selling a basically it's a skewer of fried fish and what look to be pickles and different kind of pickled like peppers and other kind of vegetables all on a skewer. And they also douse it in this sort of like briny spice sauce that it's a delicious delicacy back in back in Port Damali, and they're currently selling it as street food here.
Belle, you have to come try this.
It sounds
right now.
fucking amazing.
I promise it's so good. I haven't had it since I was back home.
Scylla's is amazing.
I know. I'm very excited for you to,
I want 3 more. Please and thank you.
Each one comes with a piece of like very soft sweet bread to kind of like hold it with.
It's a good time in the world. Port Damali has very good food. Reactiontorum also has very good food. It's theirs is more like schnitzel based over there.
By the way.
Great. Yep. Fucking roll this shit out.
Oh no.
Oh my god. After Yvain leaves with the brains. The one that you all share.
Pretty much.
And
So I bought 5 of those fish skewer things.
Okay. 2 copper each.
And then we are walking back.
Right. Okay. So yeah, you guys get back to Abadar's Promenade, no problem. Or I get back to the Laughing Lavia, no problem. Yvain is already there somehow. Yvain, you've been waiting there. Actually, do we need a bio break? We doing good?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay. So yeah, you've been waiting there for maybe like 15 minutes.
Come back and just holding a bunch of skewers of fish.
Well, there's like one with fish still on it. The rest of them are empty at this point.
Scylla probably bought 2.
Looking through the furniture and under the bed to see if people have left anything in here.
Make an investigation check.
Do you check the drawer Bible for a $20 bill?
Check the drawer Bible. Look to see if anybody lost a phone charger. Like
investigation.
Phone charger is always the best find.
Yeah.
No.
It's always the really
4.
shitty ones though. Like
4?
Right out.
Like they bought it downstairs.
You find like a copper piece wedged under a table leg. It looks like it's steadying a table.
Then you get one more of those. You can buy yourself one of these bad boys right here.
It's okay. I got an extra one.
Oh,
So good.
It's from my hometown.
Actually, it's from down the street, but
it's from down the street. But the recipe is
That's
from my
good.
hometown.
it's so
Yeah,
fucking good.
I used to well, we couldn't really afford them when I was a kid, but when we got older, it was nice to be able to eat out on a stick because you were outside.
That's the only way to eat out.
Yes.
no, not gonna make that joke. All right. But
Do it. Do it.
I
We
already
have a
know.
Laura. We have found our Laura.
Do it.
so Liz is at work. She's not in at the moment, but I do have a couple of the friends in town who would not mind at all if I brought you around. They're Belle, I think you and Matt are kind of very similar. I think you would either really hit it off or hate each other. I'm not sure what way it's going to go yet.
Are
But
you telling me
Giles-
there is competition for the charming small one in the group?
He's tall, but and then
Even worse.
Giles is like, oh god, Giles can drink. Giles can drink. Giles outdrinks me. He's a dwarf.
Gonna be best friends with both of them. Let's fucking go.
Okay, let's go. They live.
So Yvain Primer, what do we need to know about these two before we burst through their front door?
Sure. So I met them when I was very young. I was just turned 18, and I was doing security
Was
work.
that very young?
Yes.
How
So-
old are you guys? I've never asked.
So look, I'm almost 29.
Ah, you guys are old. Jesus.
Fuck, that's not
How old are
old.
you?
I'm 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, you guys were. She was asked that last
That's right.
session by
We
the.
Yeah.
did this last time.
Yeah. She's the baby of
I don't
the
know.
group.
Yeah, the little baby.
But yeah, I was still very new to the city, and I was doing contract work because that's really the only kind of work I could get. But I was doing a security gig with this warehouse, and there were some vampires fucking squatting there. They were like weak, they were like newly turned, but they attacked us, and so we went and hunted them down and got them. And then we were drinking buddies ever since. Yeah.
Okay, Yvain. All right.
Well,
Vampires aren't real. Everybody knows that.
no, Vel, they're real.
No, they're not.
Oh, buddy. They're real. They're kind of a problem too, in some parts of the world.
Okay.
I just assume everything's real. I look like a scary demon all the time, so I just
Not all the
assume,
time, just every once in a while.
Belvin, you
I-
shot a
If I took off
fireball
these gloves, Belle.
out of your hands, and a vampire is where you draw the line.
No, furthermore, he got kicked in the head by a god, and vampires where he draws
Probably an
the line.
angel, not necessarily a god. The fucking clerics can't figure it out. There is the loading symbol behind Belle's eyes right now. Just like, oh,
Oh, okay. Well,
Do you think werewolves are real?
obviously werewolves are real.
we're walking.
There you go.
Headed to the Outwall district, where I know they share an apartment.
Right. How are you planning to get to the Outwall district?
Okay.
You
Gonna use a
have your
scroll
friends
already?
with you. You have your friends with you.
Oh god, what does this mean? This feels ominous.
Do I have to go through the temple district to get there?
Yvain, it's
Not
that way.
necessarily. You could take an extra long route and go either through the central district, or you can go through the central district and the cemetery district, or you could leave the city and go around the wall, which would
That's
which would
really long.
involve crossing over an Osmond waterway in a gondola at one point.
If you're very
and
worried,
probably take like an
Yvain,
hour or two.
I can cast Pass Without a Trace if we want to just walk there. Straightforward.
Walking's fine. Yeah,
We'd
we'll
have to
just-
walk because you have to stay near me. But like, if you don't want people to see us, it would help at least.
No, the seeing it's fine. I'll be fine. I'll
I
be
don't like how
fine.
you said that. No, I don't like how you said that.
Uh,
I'll
I'll
cast a
go.
spell.
No. It's I'll go.
Alternate solution. I could walk exactly 1 block away and just be loud as fuck.
What for, Belle?
Well, then everybody's looking at the crazy man who's walking down the
It's a
street screaming.
distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's.
How
that
would
one
you
seemed
know
pretty
which way to go
self-explanatory.
though?
I mean, I've been here before. You just point me in the right direction, and I'll get there eventually.
We'll go through the temple district. It's fine.
Isn't that the bad place?
This is the bad.
This is the bad.
I'm with friends. I'll be okay.
I just don't like how you keep saying that.
Yeah, it's really uncomfy, but I mean,
Off-putting.
Yeah. You guys have never seen Yvain like this. Yvain, could you describe your physical state at the moment?
Yeah.
Like, how well are you keeping
she-
it together?
She is so tense that she's almost shaking. She keeps doing this with her hands at her sides. She's like very rigid. Pale for a Goliath. And she just kind of has this sort of faraway look in her eyes. This is not I'm scared to be seen. This is I'm scared to go there. The
Mm.
place is scary.
Could we go get them?
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Nobody knows who fucking we are. Could you give us like a secret code that they would know and be like, "Hey, come here, please."
yeah. The tiefling fellow. Tell him that the big woman who's got him sinning would like to see him.
big women
I
who's got
don't-
him sitting.
I don't want an explanation for that sentence. Could you like, could you?
Yeah, I'll give you
I
the
love-
address.
Thank you. That's what I was asking for because I know that Belle is so good at directing us places. But
I can get us there. It's right over that way.
was that the right
You
direction?
you
you made?
would know your way to the Outlaw District.
Yeah, it's that way. Still, this thing still works as a compass. It's that way. Just because it shoots magic out of it now.
It doesn't shoot magic.
So you gotta make up your mind on this whole magical thing, okay?
It shoots magic through it, not. We'll talk about this later.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Scylla, Belbin,
Yes.
Yvain, what is the plan?
So you go there,
Mhm.
say that Yvain with the big woman who's
Big
got
one who's got him
sitting,
sitting.
would like to see him
We'll see
at the Laughing Lamia.
with his pants around his ankles.
No. God,
Are
no.
you sure?
Scylla would like to be sure.
100% positive. I do not swing that way. He's very
No,
handsome, but no.
I know, but like it could be really funny.
Oh,
For someone getting kicked in the
would do
dick.
it. He would do it.
Exactly. Okay,
Um,
so we're gonna go over there. We're gonna find him. We're gonna say, "Hey, big fella." I guess I'm gonna say big fella because he's probably about normal size for Scylla. Yeah, big one who's
I don't know,
got
I'm
you
kinda
sitting
small.
wants to see you at the Laughing Lamia. And then we
Please
walk
keep
in
your pants on.
complete silence the entire way back. Absolute dead silence. Not a word, not a look.
Is it both of them we are getting, or just the one?
whoever wants to come. I mean, I think Giles would probably want to come along. I want to see him.
And we're looking forward. Matt and Giles.
Yeah, Matthias and Giles.
Okay, great. Sounds good. Scylla, you ready to go?
Do we need last names as well?
Yeah,
have-
sure.
Yeah. Giles Undergrove and
Matthias
Matthias
Nasirian.
Nasirian, yes.
got this, right, Belvin?
Yeah,
We
it's
can
fine.
do this.
We'll be back
Yeah.
in probably an hour, no more than 7. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Okay.
No
All right,
more
Scylla,
than
I go
It's-
back to the hotel.
Scylla, it is
You've been waiting in the hotel room. They are leaving you in the hotel room at this point.
Yeah.
You kind of like.
Do you want me to leave? No, I was gonna say, you want me to leave you some buddies? I don't know. You feel better about it.
I'm fine.
At the bar on our way out, I'm gonna stop and go, hey, friendo. I didn't write down your name. That's fine. Sheila, that's what it was. Would you mind sending up, we'll call it 2 strong shots and a longer drink up to the room for us, please? And thank you.
Absolutely. That will be 9 silver pieces, please.
There you go. Thank you very much. And out the door we go.
The economy is wild. Okay, so Belle and Scylla. Yvain, you have been left alone in the
Do it.
room.
We're going on a trip in our favorite
Favorite
rocket ship.
rocket ship.
So, Belle, you know the city well enough to direct yourself. So, if you want to just take a red line and trace your way to the Outwall district, the house that she gave you is right. I'm going to make a yellow mark. The house that she gave you, the address is right here. You see that? Right.
Jesus, that's so small. That's so
Yeah.
small. Hang on.
It's right there.
Oh, it's
Okay, cool.
literally out of the wall.
It's in the Outwall
Uh-huh.
district.
Creative name. Creative name that.
We're going on a
Um,
long damn walk. Jesus Christ.
I gave a 60 to however many 7 times 60 is minutes to get there and back. Can I draw?
We got
I can draw.
this.
I didn't want to do that. Whoops. How do I? It's fine.
You hit the paint button and you go to freehand.
Yeah, I drew a big purple squiggle in the top right.
I see it.
I was just trying to figure out how to do this.
Yeah, I get rid of that.
How do I change my color?
Oh, up top left. See the little color block?
What's the
Yeah,
color for
yeah.
Belvin and Scylla at the same time? But
Oh,
no,
Bella
Bella
you
and
God.
Scylla. Bella and Scylla.
Red. Just make it the party red.
Okay,
Bella.
sounds good. So we're at 1.
Yep.
Scylla, we need to go get our asses out of here. What is the best way to do that? Let's go this way and up. Mac, are these walls inside of the city?
Yes, but there are gates. There are gates that lead through them. However, only at where there are roads. You cannot get on
Cool.
top of them. They are
Sounds good.
patrolled by. They are for emergencies only.
Yeah. So we're gonna go this way through and over here. There's no fucking gate here. Shit.
There are also
How the fuck did we
gondola.
get
There
there?
are also gondola systems that you could take to
Oh, fuck that.
All right.
Fuck that. Have you met me? No.
Yeah.
I've run
There is-
into a wall and I can't find a way around it.
Huh? That one? No, that goes through.
It goes through?
Yeah, there's a gate.
Oh, great. Sounds
If you
good.
zoom in, you can
gate.
you can see there's a gate.
So many things. Cool. Sounds good.
The city is so
So-
big. I'm walking forever.
It's so big.
Yeah, you've been walking so far for about 20 minutes.
20 minutes. That's so long. All right. So we keep going and going and going and going. I think that's probably a way I can go. I don't actually know.
If there's a road going
Um,
into a wall, you can go through it.
Well, it was a road that went through a building, but that's okay.
Okay, that's fine.
We can walk around the building. Out. 2. Huh? I'm not this precise. There we go. I think
Beautiful.
but I'm not actually sure.
Beautiful. So, yeah.
Did we notice when we walked through the temple district? What did it look like? What was the vibe?
So yeah, the temple district
Vibes are off,
itself was
So off.
beautiful. It is a beautiful place. It is calm. It is serene. There are holy individuals walking sort of to and fro. There are a couple of parks along it, along each area. It's a very clean area. It seems like it's well kept. There are some sort of beggars and people who are homeless, but most of them are either just eating or are like making their way to a temple of some sort. But there are temples. You see all sorts. You see 2 huge cathedrals, one to the Lawbearer and one to the Platinum Dragon. But you also see temples for the Dawnfather, the Stormlord, the Wild Mother, the Matron of Ravens, as well as several other minor deities. You also
I'm
see
realizing that I'm realizing I think I might have taken us directly past where Yvain just want to go on accident.
Well, Yvain's not with you, so.
No, I know.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So,
That's okay.
Yeah. You also see a ton of graffiti that's being kind of cleaned off in areas. A lot of it is just dicks, and a couple of
The
doors.
Traveler.
Couple of
The
doors.
Traveler.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all green and pink.
Those were big back home. I'm shocked to find them here.
I'm sorry, you think those are small?
No, like that they were drawn a lot.
Oh, gotcha. That
You
makes more
don't need
sense.
to you don't need to have an identity crisis, Belvin. It's fine.
I wasn't going to. I was just really concerned.
So
I do not like men. I have no stipulation for that either.
Still not what I. Anyway, it was more of a like biology kind of concern. Anyway,
I don't know. There's some very big
Let's
people in this.
we're gonna keep walking now. Let's keep walking.
So yeah, the temple district itself is beautiful and it's very calming and serene to walk through it. Yeah, any other questions about your walk? Anything you were looking out for? Anything? Any conversation that was had? Okay. So yeah, you head through the gates on the northern side of the city, and out through the outer wall, and you find, like I was saying earlier, a sort of microcosm of Iman's cultures and subcultures. There are districts, there are farms, there are little parks here and there. There are little coffee shops and boutiques, and it's a very quaint little area. It's kind of like a suburban area downtown in some areas, a mix of downtown and in the suburbs. You go down a couple of streets and alleys, and you're able to. You don't know specifically where this like house and street is, but you know the area. So you're able to ask directions, and you get directed to the house. You see a what looks to be like a sort of I don't want to say like condo kind of thing. It's it's a large building with several doors going in at different areas, and you find the one that you were looking for and knock on the door.
Hello. Hello.
No response.
Hello.
It is currently at this point about 3:30 in the afternoon, I should say as well.
Do you think these people have jobs that they're at?
Almost definitely not. Excuse me. We were sent by a large woman. Okay, so do you want to? Should we say the actual thing?
Do we want to just yell it into a street? It's
See, that's kind of the thing, right? Like, I don't really know. See, I kind of expected you to be like the brain on this one because you have a more
Mhm.
shaded past than I'm familiar with, I suppose. Any tips here? I mean, Yvain is clearly the one that needs to be here for this, but like, okay.
I mean, we mhm. We can
Actually, you
always
got into
break
that
in.
in that fruit stand super easy. Just go ahead and get in. Hop in.
We'll definitely,
You did a great job.
yeah, we'll definitely break into their house, and that will be the first meeting, and they'll love that.
I don't think I would appreciate that, if I'm being honest.
See, I said they would not
Hey,
appreciate
there we
it.
go.
You
All we
see
have to do is say
behind you,
stupid shit.
kind of like just kind of leaning across the street, you see a tall, slender tiefling gentleman. He has red hair that is slicked back behind a couple of horns, dark black skin, and pure red eyes, no sclera or pupil or anything. Just pure red eyes. He is dressed in a sort of kind of gallant mix of grays and browns, with a little bit of with a white shirt kind of poofing out in the middle, with a vest and a coat. Long, slender pants and shiny black boots. He in his hand, kind of just loosely hanging in his wrist, are a fiddle and a bow, and in the other is a small satchel kind of slung over his shoulder. Would you mind explaining what you all are doing outside of my home?
Oh, you live here.
I do.
Oh, you're that guy. Right.
Yes.
Who are you?
Scylla,
I am who?
Scylla, which one was he?
Yes.
Which one was he?
Ah,
Giles.
The other one.
We were
The
sent
other one.
to
The other one.
Matthew. We were sent
Matthias.
to No, that's not right. It's definitely Matthew. We got sent. Sorry.
He's not
Are
doing
you gonna
good.
try and kill me if I step closer to you?
Do you mean me any harm?
No, not particularly. I just don't want to scream this across the street at you.
Scream what?
Just say it, Bell.
That
Just
would
say
defeat
it
the purpose
loud
of
and
this.
proud.
Do you
All
mean
right.
me any harm?
No.
How about you?
Not currently.
That's a
That
better
is an
answer.
answer to the question.
That's a much better answer, actually.
Things can always change.
That is true. All right. Well, how about this? Proper introductions, no? And
Sure.
he kind of puts his bow and fiddle into one hand and extends his hand to you. Matthias Nesirian, pleasure to meet you.
You were right. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Belvin Elderbury, at your service.
Pleasure.
Celestone.
Hello. Right. What is it that you had to say to me?
The big woman who's got you sitting sent us wants to meet you over at the Latin Lamia.
You see his eyes go huge, and let's go right now. Let's go. Let's go.
Do you want to bring your friend?
Isn't there another one?
Takes off. He just takes off.
Do we need to break into your house to find your friend?
Come.
Like-
We'll go get him.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I have little legs.
all right. So
do you want a piggyback ride, Belvin?
He is walking at a very brisk pace, kind of almost jogging his way. He heads down main roads, heads as is the fastest direct route he could take to the Laughing Lamia. And as he asks, which is it? Is it the table? Where is she? Is she all right? Is she safe?
Are you okay? You seem like I feel like your heart's
seem
about to give
tense.
out.
I
A
have
little
not
bit.
Right, you seem
see,
tense.
if my friend is, if this person is the person I think they are, I have not seen them in a long time. And
Isn't there another one of you? We're supposed to be
Yeah, we're
getting.
gonna stop
There is
passing
Giles,
them
right,
Yes.
Giles. He is at work right now up in the Cloud Top district.
Fancy shit.
He works at the Skyport. He's not that fancy.
Oh, all right.
But
Still kind of fancy, but
he gets off work in a little bit. I could send a message to have him meet us at the Laughing Lamia after he gets off.
hey, whatever you want to do. We got sent to get you.
We were on the
and
mission, and
Nadia,
we
so
will finish it.
Why
we
did
have successfully completed the bit that.
Why did she not
that-
come herself?
did-
Is there something wrong?
I mean, yeah,
She's
yes, no, yes, no, yes,
bedridden
yes,
forever.
and no.
Okay, and he picks up his
Our
pace a little
legs
bit
are
and starts
gone.
to full on jog.
There are no more legs. Nothing below the waist.
So yeah, he jogs in and runs up to the room and kind of like
Yvain
Knocks on the
opens
door.
the door. Oh,
Mel de shit, come here, and he
big
just
hug.
yeah he gives you the biggest, tightest hug you have had
She
in
spins him around.
ages. Oh my god, man, Stoneflower, my oh my, he's just like giving mwah, 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 just smothering
down.
you in love.
Oh, it's so good to
Some-
see you.
3 years.
I know.
3
I know.
years. Not
I know.
letters. Nothing. We were so worried about you.
I know.
If Lisette had not told us anything, we would have thought you were dead.
I wasn't really in my right mind.
You're
When I
right.
left.
You're right. You're right. Look. Lisette told us what happened. I should not be scolding you. I missed. Oh, come here. And
I
he
missed
just goes in for another hug. I'm just glad you are safe. I'm glad you're all right. Your friends told me something was kind of wrong, a little bit, sort of, not really. What's going on? Hold on. God damn it. God, give me 2 seconds. And he runs downstairs to the bar, leaving you 3 alone as you catch up.
We told you you had no
Yvain-
legs.
Yep, you have no legs. They're miraculously back. This is very exciting for you. Do we need to like give you guys a moment or something? Like,
No,
We can
no,
we can
it's-
go get a different room if you would like.
No, it's not
this,
like
this
that.
place has
It's
2
fine.
bedrooms apparently.
That's
Oh,
no.
Not even like that. Just like, do you guys like need a second to like reconnect? No, not
No!
that, Scylla. I just can't. No, not that.
My
God,
God, no!
fucking
I'm gay.
Spirit in the
I
ether,
can't
no.
stress that enough.
I got
just had
that
that
earlier.
same
Neither
chat
of you
with
guys want
Mel.
to have sex with dudes. Neither of you are into guys. It's fine. I just want to know if you want some time with your friend. Gee, fucking. I need a drink.
You see Matthias running back upstairs, and he says, "Okay, I sent word up to the cloud top to go to tell Giles to meet us here when he is getting off work. He's working at. Oh, I should probably tell you. Yeah, he's working at the Skyport now.
He has the patience for that.
More like he needs the focus. He needs the
Okay.
structure. He's going through it a bit right now.
Oh. Okay.
Don't tell him I said anything, but he's having a bit of an issue of faith at the moment.
Giles.
I know.
Oh. Oh, right.
He's been a bit shaken by just life has not smiled on him recently. It's just been one thing after another. He can't hold on a job. The temple has asked him not to come around as often when he's drinking.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. You know.
Sorry to hear that.
He's fine. He's fine. He's not, he's never had a problem. He's just sad. He's just sad right now, and he doesn't know. I don't know. I try to talk to him, but he did go sober for a good 3 months just to prove he could do it, and it wasn't a problem. So, I mean, I tried to tell him, like, maybe you should stop drinking. Like, they tell you not to come around when you're drinking, and he's like, look, I don't have a problem drinking. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my.
You know how he is.
I do.
But
there wasn't. I'm sorry. There wasn't really an immediate danger.
yes, thank you. What am I doing? Talking about just gossip. What is going on with you? Where have you been? What is new? Come on. These are your friends. Belvin and Scylla.
Belvin and Scylla.
Oh, you replaced us so easily.
No, it's not like that. I promise.
Yes.
It better not be.
I got Lisette's letter about Theo.
Oh, the thundercloud. He's good, no?
Yeah. I haven't seen him yet, but I hear
I've
he's
made
good.
quite a bit of gold off of that little kid. I tell you what, I never lost faith in him. Even when he lost. Even when he went on a losing streak, I never lost faith in him.
I need to make sure that he's safe, considering what happened with Ulfric and I.
Right.
And I honestly don't even know if anyone is still looking for me. Or
I mean, according to everyone, according to word around here, you're pretty much dead.
good.
That's the
Good.
rumor.
I should
Like,
stay
yeah.
dead.
All right.
And with your legs.
Yes, that would be preferable. What the fuck, you guys? I see they are just as bad as we are.
As we mentioned before, replacements.
You really
Better
want? So
replacements.
you really want to get? You want to get to Theo?
Yeah, I do.
Uh,
I keep hearing that's going to be impossible. I know, but I have to try.
it's Ulfric, man. It's. I mean, that place is like a fortress.
Is he like locked in a room all day? He doesn't get out? We couldn't kidnap him
I am
from a bar?
I am a casual fan. I don't really like, I'm not a diehard or anything. I watch the shows when I can, but I don't really follow it. I don't really know, but apparently, as far as I know, he doesn't show. He's not around much.
So the only way I could see him would be at a show.
I mean, I possibly either that or going directly to the booker.
Does he not live somewhere? Or does he live in this whatever hellhole you are putting in my mental images?
I haven't told them yet, Matthias.
He does live in a cage. This is what I'm getting from this.
You should probably have a
literal
conversation with
cage.
your friends, maybe.
Yeah, I know.
I love this bell, don't you?
You know what?
Being
How
out of
about
the loop.
this?
This is great.
How about this? I am going to go downstairs. I am going to grab drinks for us all, and I'm going to wait for Giles. When he gets here, I will mentally and emotionally prepare him for what he's about to see, and then I will come back up and hopefully we will all be caught up on what has happened. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please do not waste money on a drink for me. Goodbye, stranger.
Of
Take
course.
hers.
And he walks up to you, Yvain, kind of takes your face in his, like, he's like 6'5". He's only like a couple inches shorter than you. He takes your face in his hands and like gives you a kiss on each cheek. Just mwah, mwah. Mon ami, be kind to yourself, as kind as I would be. And he leaves.
God, where do I begin? Okay. You picked up on the fact that I used to work for an arsehole, yes?
You cut out his tongue. Yes.
Okay.
And filled it with silver, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't do that part.
You should take credit for it. It's cool.
Take credit for it. It's cool as hell. Yeah.
I didn't cut it out. I paid Lisette to take him to a surgeon to get it removed. That's still not
You
good.
should let people think you cut it out. It's cool.
And filled it with silver. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
way cooler.
Okay. So, Belle, you remember how you were like, oh, people like her who fight in the street. I love that kind of stuff. I used to do that kind of stuff. I would do when I was very young, when I first got to Amon, I didn't have anywhere to stay. I was barely scraping by, and how I would get by is that I would do pit fighting, do street fighting. And it's all well and good when you win, but you do it night after night after night, and your body starts to break down. You get tired, you make mistakes, you get sloppy. And it's always difficult because everyone is fighting for their dinner. Everyone needs that coin. It's brutal. So there I am, fucking, no offense, Scylla, so young, and so tired. And I came to Amon because, I wanted to be like Grog Strongjaw. I wanted to be a famous fighter and, maybe go to the Gods Brawl one day. And it just didn't seem like it was going to work for me. And then Ulfric sort of swooped in one night, and then he started filling my head with all this, like, you've got talent, you've got grit, you've got what it takes. Come work for me. You'll still fight, but it won't be as brutal. You'll get regular pay. You'll get room and board. That's where Theo is staying, at the Underdome. So Ulfric owns an establishment. It's called the Wander's Rest. It's an inn on top. On the bottom is the Underdome. It's where he facilitates all the fights. He is the sole proprietor of Exandria Championship Wrestling. We did shows, and it was really fun. For a while, my character, Yvain the Pain, I was a literal demon from the Night Hells at first. And, because I'm not very good at what you do, Belle. I'm not good at that stuff, but I can be mean and scary and menacing. And so I played that part. I played the villain, so to speak, for all of these heroes to fight, and people loved to hate me. And I was with Ulfric for years, like 5 years. And, it was fine at first. But he, let's just put it this way. I once saw him crush a man's skull into a wall for not throwing a fight when he was supposed to. And we would butt heads all the time because he just wanted me to do things I wasn't comfortable with, like breaking a kid's bone, in order to get that grit in him, or just fighting dirty in ways that I didn't want to. And we continued to butt heads until I finally got tired of it, and I started looking for my way out. I thought about being a mercenary, thought about going to school. I was just looking for something else. Not really made a decision or anything, but people must have caught word. Ulfric must have caught word, and Ulfric's bad with money. He was in a lot of debt to the clasp. And essentially, if he didn't cough up the money that he needed, he would basically become an indentured servant to them until it was completely gone. He was in a pickle. But apparently, a savior appeared. He gave me a name before I left. Ashton Whitlock. He is an assistant for this bogeyman story that I didn't even think was real. Nobody thinks it's real. They're called the Executives. And they're supposedly like these really high official sort of nobles who meet and discuss politics and like how they're going to influence the general populace. And of course they've got like, you know, girls brought in for sex stuff or whatever, but they also deal in fighters. And that's not the sort of fight you come back from. It's to the death for fun. And I thought this was like an arms story that they tell people to get them to not fucking street fight, but apparently it's a real thing. And Ulfric sold me. And I got taken. I was about to get taken in the Temple District. But Lisette, you know, Lisette works for the clasp, so she caught word and she had a feeling. And Lisette paid off the men who were meant to take me. And then she gave them double to go get Ulfric. And we went outside of town. And basically she had him on his knees in front of me, and she just asked me what I wanted to do. And I should have fucking killed him, but I didn't. I didn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So, I don't know, just something about the way that he'd manipulated me and lied to me over the years. I just wanted it to stop, so I told her to take his tongue. And then I ran away from her and from everyone, and I just went home. And I didn't look back. God, I didn't write to Lisette for like 6 months until after. And then very rarely after that. And now that motherfucker has my cousin. I didn't even know he was out here. I mean, and I didn't really tell anybody in my family what happened until much later. Just my big brother. And if he's willing to do that to me, what else would he be willing to do to my cousin, to anyone? And now the clasp owns ECW, and Ulfric is an underling. And of course, they would put him in charge. He knows the business. It would be stupid not to. And of course, if we go after Ulfric, we go after the clasp, and now it's this whole fucking thing. I should just fucking kill him. And I'm sorry, I didn't know how to explain any of this to you earlier. And if you want out, I completely understand. find my cousin and talk to him at the very least.
And that's what we'll do.
Thank you. So the now I've
I'm
gone and
sorry.
made it awkward.
I'm trying to figure out who the fuck in this room you're apologizing to right now, because I don't see a goddamn person in here that didn't sign up for some crazy ass bullshit. So I'm the one that's scared of fucking everything, and I mean, I know about the class, but like, it'll be fine.
Seem to
We
be.
light shit on fire.
We do light shit on fire. You seem to carry a lot of guilt around about this when I feel like you reacted very normally. That is something hard to come to
Yeah.
terms with. And if you felt like you needed to be away, that is what you needed to do.
I mean, honest to God, if you said, I can't fucking do it, I can't fucking go in there, I'd be willing to put some, well, pretty much all the money I have, which isn't a whole lot, on the fact that Scylla and I would go, yeah, all right. And then we'd go try and figure out a way to drag his ass out here. So you can curb stomp him out there instead of all the way fucking over there. But
It's pretty solid assumption, yes.
I'm not going to ask you to clean up my mess for me. I am going to face this.
yeah, that's the end of that. But it was the conversation we had the other day in per penny. We got your back.
It is at this moment that the door slams open, and you see a dwarven man burst through the door. He is looks to be middling in age-ish, like a dwarven equivalent of not even young 20, not even like mid-20s, like yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd say mid-20s. Dwarven equivalent of mid-20s. So, who knows how fucking old he is. But long dark black beard curls down to his chest, kind of auburn skin, curly black hair. And he's wearing work clothes, a kind of like it looks like a dock worker in a way, but a lot less wet. Well, actually, still pretty wet. And he's got a big heavy coat on, and he bursts through the door, eyes wide, and kind of just like, holy shit! It's through, and he jumps you. He leaps like up into your arms, and it's the whole
spin.
big hug.
Yeah,
it's the whole big hug and dance all over again. Matthias comes in. See, I told you, my friend. I told you she was here. Like, yeah, well, I'm sorry. It's hard to believe you sometimes, especially when you pull out bullshit like this, darling. Where you been?
back home with my parents.
How the old folks? They doing all right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Shivers
That's good.
ever.
Are you doing all right?
I've been better, but much better now that you're here.
You're with friends now. We'll help you with whatever you need, okay? Have you seen Lise yet?
No, I tried to go by, but I think she's working.
Ah, yeah, she's staying in the erudite quarter. She's posing as a student.
No, she
Thought
could
you'd
do
find
it.
that
I know
funny,
she
eh?
could.
Thought
The
you'd find that-
patience, though. Oh, she had to act so chipper. She'd fucking hate it. Oh,
She's getting up. I hear she's getting. She's telling us over drinks the other night. She's getting up at like fucking 6 or 7 every morning just to be at her Mark's place before she goes to school. It's a whole fucking thing.
oh my gosh.
But I can give you her address, where she's staying, if you need this. If you need to go see her, or we could send for her to come here. It's really whatever you want. And well, we need to catch up first of all, and
Yeah.
yeah. So you all spend about an hour having drinks and just catching up. So, how much do you fill him in? Fill Matthias and Giles in.
Oh, I tell them everything.
Okay, yeah. So, okay, so the whole story, everything leading up to this, a holy fucking Hydra, an ogre, that beats the hell out of a lot of vampire spawn, for sure. Gosh, Dan, should have left with you. That was exciting.
I didn't plan on excitement. Trust me.
Well, trying to find answers in a weird ass castle, that's and you see Matthias this entire time has been like writing in a journal, and he's just like, "Oh, Yevane, I'm so glad you're back. I have missed my muse. I can write songs again that I actually feel good about, huh?"
And these two, honestly, are the reason that I'm still alive.
As far as I can tell, I owe you guys several drinks each. But you don't drink, no?
I'll take all of hers.
So I owe you several drinks and pies. It sounds like, and I owe you a big favor, big favor. Whenever
take
you'd
it.
like.
Yeah, I'll take
and
pie and drink instead.
do you guys like introduce yourselves? Like they are very open and very chipper.
Yeah, at the end of the hour. Go.
Oh no!
Hi there.
Yeah.
Well, Maneldery, just after sitting on the couch in the corner, like
It's just Scylla and Velvet just
it's been
patting their
years.
legs.
It's been years since we've seen her. I'm so sorry. Where's our manners?
That's all right. I figured at some point when we were referenced in the story, maybe like focus would shift a little bit, but
Yeah.
honestly,
I would give y'all
top
a
marks,
chance.
Yevane. No, top marks. You did great job cruising right through all that story. Honestly, you could get us a room next time when you're just out spinning tails.
I feel like you left out a lot of the scary stuff, which I don't know if I appreciate or don't appreciate.
I mean,
I don't know.
More than you could fill them in, you know.
Nah, we don't
Right,
need to
well,
traumatize them that
where
early.
do you-
Maybe later.
So, and you see, like, Matthias goes into full interview mode with each of you at a certain point. This turns into like a mini cocktail party for a little bit. Like,
Sure.
just goes into interview mode with each of you. It's like, so where are you from? What do you do? Who are you? What is your story? And just like wants to like learn about each of you because he seems very interested in people.
In people.
Yes, I like to people watch. I like to tell stories, and different people have different kinds of stories. But so, do you guys? How open are you with them?
I will tell him anything he asks, pretty much.
Okay, good to know.
I feel like
Basically
Scylla looks at you. Go, Bell. Go, Bell.
anything these two know about me, I am happy to share.
Okay.
I feel like Scylla looks at Yevane and like gives her like a questioning look, like, do you want me to tell these people about myself? I wasn't kidding about leaving the trauma for later.
Well, if you at least share where you're from, Giles over here is that you are from Port de Mali. It says, Port de Mali. God, since I started working at the Skyport, I've wanted to visit. It's been one of the places I've wanted to visit since there's a route that goes to Port de Mali from our Skyport that I've always wanted to take. It's a beautiful.
It is.
What is this city? What is Port de Mali like? I've never been.
It's very. It has a similar hustle bustle to around here, but there's always a nice breeze going through the streets. And you kind of always taste salt on your tongue. And the beaches are very nice. I didn't do much of that when I was growing up, but
Oh, I'm such a beach goer. I love the beach.
I burn very easily, unfortunately.
That's
The red doesn't go with my complexion, you know.
I'm an anomaly among dwarves. You know, usually we since most of our ancestors stayed on the ground so much that our skin usually ends up a lot paler. But I don't know, my family's just got a bit darker.
Well, then you got lucky. Sunburn is very annoying. One time when I was a kid, I had a very bad cold, and my friends had decided we were going to the beach that day, and my the woman who runs the orphanage that I was at, she gave me this tonic that was supposed to help me feel better, but I think was supposed to be given to me at bedtime. So as I was like, doing the childish, like running to the sea to go play, I just felt my brain like shut down, and I just fully took like a 4-hour nap on the beach, and I woke up like a total lobster. It was very bad. It was a really bad couple of weeks. So I just feel like I didn't want to go back to the beach after that.
Is
This
this
an
just
Alex
an
story?
Alex
That
story?
was an
This
Alex
is an
story.
Alex-
That was an Alex story. Come on.
We were in Mexico, and my mom gave me Benadryl because I had like a
Oh my
like I
god.
wasn't feeling good, and I dead ass passed out on the beach. I can feel it in my brain when my like head shut down, and I took a nap, and no one moved me. No one like put a blanket over me, and I woke up with the worst sunburn of my life.
My
Oh
God.
my
Amazing.
god. Well, yeah. Well, you do find out that the Skyport does have actually a ship to Port Damali.
Good to know.
So,
Wedding transportation.
yeah, when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, they should know about this." Yeah, there's
That is helpful information.
he talks about his job very much a lot. Actually, Giles is talking about his job quite a bit. And he says, "Oh yeah, there's there are ships to Vasselheim. There's something to Whitestone. There's Port Damali. There's even one to Ancorel." And so yeah, and he
There's a lot of
wants
sun
to
there.
he wants to go to each of them is his goal. Trying to see
That's
the
what
world,
the-
Good
see
goal.
if anything is really real,
It's kind of a. I can only say I've been to 2 continents, but it's pretty wild out there.
Well, I would
And I mean, from my
definitely like to
experience-
go to Port Damali.
That's fair. From my experience, most of it real. Vampires, not real though. Heard you talking about them earlier.
He thinks I made up the
What?
story
They're
about how we
not
met.
real.
What, the vampires?
Yeah.
No,
I didn't
whole
say I thought you
fucking
made
brood
up
of
the story.
them.
Vampires
Whole
just aren't
fucking
real.
brood of junior vampires. I've never seen it in my life. It was at least not in a city environment. Apparently, we heard about this later. Apparently, some old vampire had infiltrated into some high business society bit and had laid his spawn in the warehouse that we were set to defend, to protect. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, come about like, what was it, like 7, 8, 9? At least 10. And then Matthias chimes in, at least 20. Yeah, 20 of the fuckers, and they all popped in out of nowhere, and I swear they were these like thin, gangly fangs, and they tried to suck your blood. It was terrible, but that's when this one started swinging a giant fucking axe around.
They were
Are
trying
they
to eat
keeping any
us.
kind of like caustic chemical in the warehouse or something like that? Something that put off a lot of fumes or
No, it
Anything like
was textiles.
okay. Hmm.
I would say
Sure.
that sounds scary, but no, it does not sound scary. I'm sorry. Personal experience is overwrecking it.
It's scary when you're a
God, I
teenager who's never
Fucking
fought
hate to meet
anyone.
with you. I hate to meet with your demons, Jesus. I mean, Serenary help.
Scylla
me.
is her own demon.
if she
I
did.
just slowly take off one of my gloves and I wave at them.
Zilla is
Oh.
literally her own demon.
Which,
It's
by the
kind
way, I
of
don't think I've
awful.
taken it off in a while, and I have not noticed how much it is on my arm.
Yeah, it is about midway up your forearm at this point.
Zilla,
I really
that looks
love
like
that
it's getting
information.
worse.
Um, oh yeah, it does. Oh god, I should take these
So we
off
definitely
more.
need to go talk to that magic man later. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
So, back
Mhm.
to sorry, I've all this catching up and shit.
Right. Business shit.
Business. You want to get to Theo.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
I went out. I remember I went out in the city at least. Does he not let anyone go out anymore?
Theo's not anyone. All I know is you should probably talk to Lisette about this.
Okay.
She knows more. She knows she's on the ins with the clasp and everything.
Okay.
Plan. Me and Belbin, we infiltrate the hotel where the Underdome is with our super stealth skills. We kidnap him,
No.
get him out. I think kidnapping is the best decision here. And then while we're leaving, we just kill Ulfric while we're going. It's just a little like, and
He
then we're
is
done. And then we're
now
out.
Like,
an emissary
Light
of
that
the
candle.
clasp. You cannot kill him.
They don't know me. I don't live here.
they don't know me. I don't live here. Problem solved.
If you could just manage
Listen,
to message
listen,
Theo.
mate. If Lisette is anything, she is the exception to how class members work. Usually, class members are usually pieces of shit. Lisette
Sure.
is an exception. She's not exactly a class member. Even.
Well, then what good is she?
She's an independent contractor who is very highly skilled, specialized.
The best at what she does.
She is, and she unfortunately can only work with the clasp because they have a very tight hold on the contracts in this city.
Question.
Sounds like she needs to relocate.
That's what the question was. Why not leave?
Just fucking leave.
You try leaving. Try leaving this town when you are a highly dealt with contractor by the underbelly crime syndicate.
I walk away.
Walk out
She
the
would
front
not.
gate.
You're
Walk out
not
the front gate.
you're not an associate of the underbelly crime syndicate. Oh, fuck off.
Think about this.
Yeah.
So, look, what's the crime syndicate where you come from?
Mac, what's the crime syndicate?
The
The
Myriad.
Myriad?
The
Yeah.
Myriad.
The
Like the
Myriad.
Myriad. They don't fucking know her. They don't work with her. She'd have to start all over again.
I mean, would that be a bad thing?
That sounds like barely a step backwards considering she can only work with one group here.
Ugh,
Well, the money's pretty good.
it is really good.
I mean,
I don't
money's
know,
pretty good
go,
at killing
like-
Hydras too.
That's true. It is very good killing Hydras.
Look,
Listen,
And you only
look,
get
she has
bitten
no
on the
problem.
stomach
Look,
once.
I don't think she has a problem working with. Look, I don't want to speak for Lisette. I don't want to speak for Lisette. These are all questions you should ask her.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a good idea for me to just show up in the middle of her fucking mark.
I mean,
They said they could bring her here.
I think it's just a lucky job. Like, I don't think it's anything like super. She was able to talk with us over drinks the other night.
So
Just
what
have
time
her
did
come here.
she get
It's
off
fine.
of class?
Whenever she
should be
wants.
off by now. I would say.
Okay, what's the address?
Huh? What's
The
the address?
address.
Oh, okay. And he writes it down on a scrap of parchment and gives it to you. You're just gonna go by yourself?
Yes.
We were told she doesn't like extra visitors, so.
No,
That
just
is
not her
true.
place.
She doesn't like new people.
That too. Yeah. All right.
She barely liked us. She only hangs out with us because we remind her of her.
That's valid.
Honestly, yeah, it's very fair.
Anyway. All right, we'll stay here and drink your friends under the table.
Thank you.
What?
Best of fucking
You're
luck.
going to do what? Okay.
Mm, mm. Never mind. I'll let it go.
All right.
Gauntlet thrown, Yvain.
All right. So, Yvain, are you heading out to the Erudite Quarter?
Mm-hmm.
All righty.
Hood up on
As
the
soon as
coat.
Yvain leaves. As soon as Yvain leaves, it's that awkward moment when like two groups who have one connecting
Yeah.
person, and that one connecting person leaves, and you're just like,
Fuck.
all right.
So, most
Matthias?
embarrassing story. Where are the baby pictures?
Matthias immediately sits down and starts asking questions about both of your lives. Just like immediately wants to know as much about you as possible. And Giles is just starting to pour drinks and just kind of like give you signs behind his back, like he's fine.
I answer very cryptically.
Oh, he loves that.
Answer as elaborately as possible.
He loves that just as much. Okay,
Yes.
so you head you are actually very happy to be able to go to the Erudite Quarter, as it is in the opposite direction of all of the bad shit. As you head down this area here, you cross along this bank, walking through this park here and crossing this bridge. As you are crossing this bridge, you look across and you can see the silhouette. It's getting towards evening at this point. It's about like 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening, and you can see the setting sun is silhouetting the sky, like the city skyline, and you can see the outline of the Wanderer's Rest from this bridge as you walk. It's a lot of mixed emotions. But you head in through over here, through this gate, and find the student housing building that she is currently staying in. You slip your way in through the main door, head up through some like looks like apartment hallways, find the door, and give the secret knock that you practice in your sleep. You hear a tumbling on the other side, a clattering, as you hear footsteps running up to the door. You hear locks on the door, and opens the door. There, before you, in what looks to be a sort of comfortable cotton pants, a tunic vest, sort of bound tight across the chest, and her curly long black hair has been cut short now up to her shoulders. Her green eyes shining just as they ever were. Lisette stands before you. Oh my God.
I like the haircut. It looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Come here.
Oh, she sinks in with the deepest hug. Doesn't say a word. just holds you.
I'm really sorry we never got to have that dinner.
It's about dinner time now.
Yeah.
She looks up at you and
My
smiles.
treat, my treat. Where do you want to go?
Let's make food.
Okay.
Come on. She leads you in. It's a very simple place. She never brings much on jobs. And you see she's got a sort of like chair set up at the window. It looks like she has a like a telescope kind of pointed through the blinds. I'm some heiress's daughter. I am keeping an eye for them. Yeah. It's literally just babysitting. I'm literally just a glorified babysitter at this point. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Are you learning anything cool in class?
Oh, shut up. Fuck you. What do you want? I got some how about pasta? Pasta sound good?
Ah, yes. Put me to work. What do you want me to do?
Get water boiling. And you guys set about cooking.
I tell her everything that's been happening.
Every little thing.
Every little thing.
Okay, so about the time it's finished, you guys are a candlelit dinner on the floor of her apartment because she doesn't have a table. On the floor of this room because she doesn't have a table. It's you guys are eating like pretty simple spaghetti. She just goes, "Man, your letter really did not paint an accurate picture of your adventure so far."
I know. I feel like I might be being watched, maybe. I just didn't know how much I could get away with telling you in a letter, honestly.
Yeah, well, thank God this place is good. I'm not too worried about this place getting burned. Don't worry about it.
Thank you for telling me about Theo.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to begin with that. Have you talked to him?
I have not spoken to Theo Stormchaser in 8 months. He has been here a year and a half. It has been 8 months since I spoke to him or even saw him. Or not saw him, but like saw him in a personal basis.
Is this a special thing for Theo, or does he treat all the fighters like that?
I think it's just Theo as far as I know.
He has to know. He has to know that he's related to me.
Kinda, yeah. That's kind of his whole thing. That's kind of his gimmick, is that he's the blood relative of Yvain the Pain. He's Thunder Theo, you know. He's him. I he just he might know where he is, and I don't know if he keeps him like locked up. I don't know if he keeps him in the rest in the Underdome with the rest of the wrestlers in the Outward, the
No, he's
Outwalls.
probably feeding him some bullshit about.
Oh
It's just
shit!
so that you
I didn't
stay
even tell you
focused.
that. I didn't even tell you that. You know where the majority of the roster stays now?
Where?
In the Outwalls.
What?
The majority of the roster stays in the Outwall, and they train there as well. Only the only the main eventers stay at the rest.
Oh, okay.
So people like, Brooks and Waltz and, Tana.
It's just so that he can keep a tighter hold on the ones that he wants to control.
Theo moved in about, I'd say, a year ago, about 6 months after he got here. And then 4 months later, I lost contact with him. And he stopped coming out. He stopped going out. Like he was treated like the rest of it. He was treated like the rest of them. But he stopped going out. I kept an eye on him. I befriended him. The second I heard he was your cousin, I was just like, oh, gotta keep an eye on this one.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry about it. But
does he know what Ulfric did?
not really. No, he doesn't. I didn't know if it was my place to tell him. I mean, I wanted to. I warned him about Ulfric. I warned him multiple times. Like I warned you, but deja vu. He didn't listen. I wanted to tell him, but I figured that was your story to tell. Not mine.
Listen, he's in danger.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, I did my best, okay?
I know. Thank you for looking out for him. Let's not worry about that. How could I get to him? That's what we need to worry about now. Other than just straight up going to a show, I guess.
You could try and oh god.
What?
You could try to talk to Ulfric. You could talk to him and see if he'll tell you where he is. I'm
He
sure
will
you could
want
be
something
very convincing.
from me. That's
I'm
exactly
sure-
what he fucking wants me to do.
I'm sure it'll be very convincing. You could be very convincing. Look, that's option one.
Mm-hmm.
Option two is we assume that he's being kept at the rest. We assume he's under heavy guard. And we go get him before the show. That's the other option that I see, knowing my skill base, is either go get the fucker or go get the fucker. I don't exactly have much else in my wheelhouse. I also know I could not pull Theo out on my own.
I know.
Otherwise, I would have by now.
I'm afraid that if I give Ulfric the time of day, he's just going to try to manipulate me into giving him something that he wants.
What?
Is that we took his fucking tongue. You telling me that man doesn't want revenge?
He is in so deep to the clasp still. I think if maybe we could give him, if we had something that he wanted, maybe he would be amenable. I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up at this point. Listen, Evie, I want to help. I'm here to help. 110%. Fuck this job. It's a babysitting gig. Can literally put a monk, like an owlbear on this gig, and they do a fine job. Oh wait, owlbears are sentient. Sorry. I could literally put a hippogriff on this job, and they'd be fine. I'm here to help, but I only have a certain amount of skills. If you want this plan to be anything more than smash and grab or smash and interrogate.
I know. I'm not here to disrupt your life. I've been gone for 3
Disrupt
fucking
my
years.
life, honey. Evie, before you left, you were a big part of my life. Disrupt my life. My life's coming back. Like, you have no idea how good it is to see you. How much I've missed you. She reaches out and takes your hand.
Thanks, friend. I feel like I really let you down.
Don't even think about it.
And I owe you.
You owe me nothing.
I owe you everything.
I didn't do anything that you would not have done for me.
Just because you're right doesn't mean that I'm not also right.
Yeah, it sucks when that happens, huh? Listen, all I want from you is what I wanted since we first met, and that's just to have you in my life. That's all I could ever want from you. And I'll do whatever I can to keep it that way.
I'm here now.
You look outside. It is pitch black, middle of the night.
I kind of left Matthias and Giles with Belle and Scylla, who I've been telling you about.
Oh, that's gonna be an interesting time.
They're trustworthy, by the way.
Yeah, you really think so? You trust these guys?
I do. We're in this crazy shit with the man in the castle together, and they've saved me more times than I can count.
You're sure that neither of them are like in on it, or?
No, they're not in on it. Listen, I know that I've been gullible in the past. I know that, but I do trust these two.
Okay, I trust you.
So be nice, please.
Okay, I will be nice when I see them tomorrow morning when we go back.
They're gonna freak out if I don't come back.
You really want to walk through the streets of Iman in the middle of the night?
No, I don't. I really don't. I would really like to stay here with you.
Okay. Camera pans out of the window, up through the night sky of Amman, the city streets and the lights below twinkling in the evening. And that, my friends, is where we will leave our session for tonight. Welcome back to Amman, Yvain, Balbin, and Scylla. Welcome to Amman.
That bitch down so bad. Oh my god.
Oh no. It's like, yeah, it's like that.
She down so bad.
So bad.
She pulled the I only care about your happiness card.
The feeling is mutual with Yvain, trust me. They've been doing this dance for a minute.
So great fucking session. Holy shit. All right. I'm gonna stop the recording there. So everyone say bye bye YouTube.
They do.
Bye-bye.
Bye YouTube.